What's going to happen? What's going to happen in the DCU? Zaslav talking about, hey, we're happy with what Superman's doing, and we're going to give some more hints about the future of DC. Will Smith is an action star. I don't know why I said that, but it's true. And then Emmy nominations, a few other things that dropped that we'll discuss. I got Mike Kalinowski and Roxy on the same show together. They hosted last week, crushed it, won questions battle. Can they do it again this week? As they say in certain parts of France, we shall see. Let's get into it. It's the Kristian Harloff Show. I just proved it with myself, Roxy Stryer, and a guy named Mike Kalinowski. Here we go. Welcome back to the show, ladies and gentlemen. It is the Kristian Harloff Show here today on Tuesday, which seems to be 2 weeks in a row. We get both Roxanne, the birthday girl Stryer,
Woo,
and
the crowd goes wild.
Mikhail Kalinowski, John Roca's best friend on Twitter. So that did you not see the stupid battle these two idiots got into on Twitter? Two friends going at it on Twitter.
Did you not listen to our show last week?
No.
That's embarrassing for you.
Yeah,
exactly. That is embarrassing for you.
Yeah, how am I going to do that?
It's embarrassing for you, Kristian.
That is.
Yeah.
There's tons of tank pictures. We got tons of them. I got.
So when you texted me, Kristian, that I did such a great job, what you meant was that there was no fire.
No, I watched a lot of it. I did watch a lot of the beginning of it, and the way you navigated it. I just didn't see that part of it. So, hey, Luke or PLD, whoever, if you guys can find on Twitter some of those tank pictures, maybe I'll play them later. I forgot. Mike told me at the last minute that he was going to be on the show today. So
you shut your mouth.
Yesterday.
I told you yesterday. Yeah, last minute.
Anyway, there's lots to talk about. John Roca in the lead right now, guys, with 137. So it's a big
chunk change. Chunk change.
Last week, you guys crushed. Last week. You did.
Well, in all fairness, I thought that Coy and Winston might have a chance, but in all fairness, you put during the middle of Superman reviews coming out, you put me and Mike on a show. It was like it was a little bit. I don't want to call it a layup because we did work for it, but
everybody gets those shows.
Dynamic duo.
And the other thing that you guys had going for you too that day was I dropped my out of the theater reaction as the show was going on. I threw to the show, and you get over. I mean, collectively, it was like over like 3,500 people, like throughout that 2 hours
live. Yeah.
So it was like, it's great. Look, those guys have had many of those shows that have dropped at the right time.
For sure. I'm just saying it was so much fun to be in the middle. And we were also talking about how he had read the Batman script. Like it was so DC heavy.
Yeah.
I missed
a little nostalgia thrown in there.
I know. I feel like, Mike, are you going to be on this show more on Tuesdays?
Well, I told you for the summer, Tuesdays works better for me. Just so with work and we're full time.
This is a team to be reckoned with, Mike Kalinowski.
Really, some kind of Suicide Squad.
Oh, Suicide Squad.
Let's talk about this.
Okay.
Because Mike. Yeah, never mind.
Yes. What?
Never mind. No.
Here we go. Here we go.
No, I didn't want to bring it.
I think we should outlaw never mind. You're not allowed to. Kristian, what?
David Zaslav and Peter Safran on Superman's phenomenal opening. They tease the Batman and Wonder Woman plans. Warner Brothers Discovery boss David Zaslav and DC Studios co-CEO Peter Safran have praised Superman for its phenomenal opening. And it sounds like Batman and Wonder Woman are now the main priority. Warner Brothers has been on a real losing streak at the box office over the past few years, but 2025 has seen the studio turn its fortunes around with Minecraft, Sinners, Final Destination, Bloodlines, and F1. Forget that it's F1 because it's Apple also. Superman is the studio's fifth consecutive #1 movie, earning $125 million at the domestic box office and a good, but admittedly not great, $95 million overseas. Talking to the New York Times, David Zaslav said the studio is having a hell of a fun and is now on the attack. Addressing what's proven to be a strong start for DC Studios and the new DCU, he's added, our biggest strategic opportunity was that DC was underdeveloped. Now that we have Gunn and Safran firing with a 10-year plan, Supergirl has already been shot. They're working on Wonder Woman. They're working on Batman. Zaslav added, I believe deeply and wholeheartedly in motion pictures. It's the purest, most exhilarating, and most powerful storytelling in the world. According to his report, Superman cost an estimated $350 million to produce and market, meaning profitability is still a long way off. However, with the DC brand so tainted, a positively reviewed movie which just breaks even is likely to be good enough. As the site puts it, the company's goal with Superman was ultimately to persuade movie fans to think differently about the DC Studios brand, that it has moved past a period of inconsistent storytelling and whipsawing quality. That sentiment was echoed by Peter Safran when he said, Superman is a hero for everyone. What a great weekend and phenomenal start for our DCU. Batman and Wonder Woman are obviously a priority for DC Studios, and we'd bet James Gunn and Safran are facing at least some pressure from Zaslav to get movies featuring those popular characters in theaters sooner rather than later. For now, DC Studios has Peacemaker Season 2 lined up with Lanterns, I think it just finished filming, Supergirl, and Clayface all coming in 2026. Hopefully those will keep the new DCU momentum going. Superman, DC Studios' first feature film to hit the big screen, is set to soar into theaters. We did that already. Is that everything? That's fine. Okay. So let's start with you, Mike.
Okay.
How are you, as a DC lunatic, how do you feel about the state of where DC and Superman is? Let's say that it does just break even. Yeah. How do you feel about all of that and more?
I feel fantastic because, and I say this, and again, the money is the money, and whatever, that's beside the point. I think the bigger picture with them is they needed to get people trusting the brand, loving these characters, and hey, we want to see them again. That's, I think, the ultimate thing. And even all the reviews that hate the movie, or I don't even see one that hate it, they don't like it. You can't argue Corenswet and Brosnahan are just great. So I think that's a huge win. Of course, but again, the numbers are there. So it's like they're like today. I don't know if you saw Monday. It had the second. It beat Jurassic World from its weekend to Monday box office. So Jurassic beat it opening domestically. Yeah. I mean, I don't know, just numbers over general. Mm-hmm. So Jurassic World had a stronger 3-day weekend, but then they dropped off Monday, but this picked up Monday. So it's like the word of mouth is going to kick off, and they're predicting, I saw somewhere like a 50% drop off for weekend 2, which they'll know, they said, by like Wednesday. So I think it's a huge hit. Like, and they hit what they needed to do. Like, they got on base, and what Gunn said, they got on base.
Roxy, I think that one of the things actually too that we don't really bring up, and that they brought up in the beginning of the article, is that Minecraft, all these movies that Warner Brothers has made a ton of profit on, right? If you put all those movies together, of the money that they've made through Bloodlines, Minecraft, all those movies, those big movies, even if Superman breaks even, it still balances out overall. If they're happy with the reception overall of what is happening with it, if people still are interested, I think it still stands that you have to limit your budget. You can go big on your first movie, but you got to limit your budgets going forward. But I don't know, you hear about all these things. What do you think?
I'm a little confused on how people are talking so tepid about Superman, when to me, this did exactly what in a almost top case scenario it was predicted to do. I get when they're saying good, not great internationally, which is something, Kristian, you and I had talked about on the show many times, that we didn't know what the international reception to this would be right now. But domestically, this annihilated. Critically, this annihilated. Audience-wise, this is annihilated. So the way that people are talking about this online right now, like, is Superman a flop? Is it going to be a flop? I'm confused what I'm missing, because to me, this movie is clearly going to at least break even. To me, I believe it's going to surpass that in spades.
Really, in spades? That's gonna be tough to do. That's gonna be hard to do.
I don't think it's going to be that hard to do, Kristian, because if you don't believe this is going to surpass that in spades, you're saying you don't think this is going to make more than 500 mil.
I think it'll make close to 550, 600 is what I said yesterday now. And remember when you and I spoke about this, I stand by it now even more so that I thought Jurassic World would be out of the 3 big movies in July, that was going to be the winner.
But if you think this is going to make 600 mil, isn't that passing in spades? Because they're now saying that the budget for this was 220. I don't know.
350 with marketing.
With marketing, 320.
With right
320 to 350, yeah.
So if this hits 600, is that not passing in spades?
Well, that would just about break even if 600 with the marketing. You have to make double, basically.
I had heard that this was 500 with the marketing. You guys are not hearing that?
No.
I heard 320 with marketing.
320 with marketing.
Yeah.
You said
it was 230 to make, 100 million to market.
Yeah.
I had heard that if this hits over 500, it is making more.
That's what they're saying. They're saying
not what you're saying.
Well, that's what that's what I don't know how the math lines up, but you're not wrong. That is exactly what Zaslav and Gunn have said, that 550, if they hit 500, they'll be happy with it. But I also think that's also because of the movies that have already come out for Warner Brothers this year, that they've already made some profit on them, that they can take the loss on it.
To me, that's in spades. If they're saying if they hit 500 that they're happy because that they've broke even, that means if they hit 600, then you're making $100 million profit. To me, that's in spades. Okay. I think it's going to do more than that. I think that we're going to hit 700, 750. I do. Because of the repeat viewing. I haven't heard anybody in my personal group of friends that saw this that isn't going to go back to this. I think that the Fantastic Four of it all might really, really slow it down.
But I mean, yeah, I think that, and because international, I say this only, and I hope I'm wrong. I think there is no shot in hell the movie makes $700 million.
You don't think it'll make 700?
No shot. I did
at one point. Could. I really think it could.
It's just not internet. It needs international box office.
Think about what Mikey did this week. Did you see what Mikey did yesterday?
Twitter?
Me?
Yeah.
What did I do? I don't pay attention to Twitter.
Mikey, what'd you go do yesterday or the day before?
I went to the. Like yesterday, like last night, I went to Mission Impossible. You went
to see Mission Impossible for the how many time?
8th time.
8th time.
Yeah, and it's still bombing.
Because you loved it. I'm not.
That'll break even.
No, it is not. That movie is not going to break even. Are you kidding?
100%. Is that true? I don't know how Mission Impossible box office doing.
No way. I'm looking. That movie lost a lot of money. You forget how much.
I'm not a box office girl. Just based off of what people said, how much people said this was going to bomb, and based on where we are, I think it's very clearly going to hit 500. I think it could hit 600, and I think it could hit 700. I do. Okay. I do, because of the repeat viewing. You're right. International matters a lot. We'll see how it goes.
I'm with Roxy. I had always said 657. I don't understand domestic or not domestic, international. Like I never really think about that because it's not always seen there. I think the fact that I think it'll beat Jurassic definitely for this. I think of the 3, Jurassic, Fantastic Four, and Superman, I would have said Jurassic was going to make the top.
You think Superman's going to beat Jurassic?
He said domestically.
Oh, domestic.
No, overall. Because Jurassic Park
dude,
is stalling out at 500 million right now.
You're insane. It's not stalling out.
Let me ask you. Hold on a second. Yes, it is, because the last one.
Before you continue, I want you to continue. But before you continue, I just bet Roca that it would hit 700 million, and he's going to owe me a second steak dinner. He's already bent the knee. It's right at 540. Would you like to bet a steak dinner as well? Because Okay,
so hold on a sec. Let me say this.
Yes.
So you're sitting there. So Superman is at what, 225, 230 right now after like 6 days.
Yeah.
So Jurassic World has been out for what, 2 weeks?
Yeah.
And it's only at 500 million. The last one before it made over $1 billion.
Yeah, but how long did it
This one is like the reviews tanked it. It's dropping like a rock now that Superman hit it.
Okay.
So
I disagree, obviously, with what you're saying, Mikey. But Kristian, do you still think it's going to hit $1 billion?
Jurassic World?
Yeah.
No, I don't think.
Dude, Harloff, you're one of those guys. You're one of those guys 3 weeks ago that was like F1 movie of the summer, $1 billion hit.
Never said
that movie is not even going to clear 400 million.
No world did I ever say that F1 was going to make $1 billion.
Everyone was saying
Unlike you that said Birds of Prey was going to make $1 billion.
Bullshit. You shut your mouth. I never said that.
You never said that. You certainly did. There's footage. There's footage.
Never. Did you really say that, Mikey?
Yes, he did. There's footage.
Shut Roxy. Come on.
I'm telling you, I saw a clip.
I said it was going to make $1 billion.
1000%. You said that.
No way.
Yes,
Oh
she
God,
did.
someone's gonna
Back
find
on
that. It's gonna be
DC
true,
movie.
isn't it?
Sometimes I
Oh,
find
God.
it very it's a little challenging because we're doing this show together right now. We're live to so many people, thousands of people will see this.
Yeah.
But Christian, Mike, and I are friends at a bar right now talking about our predictions on how much a movie's gonna make.
Yeah.
And then that footage will last our entire lives.
Live.
So
Yes,
I do feel bad for us sometimes when we make outlandish comments.
Well, here's the
Which is
thing.
right, because you can't.
I've
it
always said
does that.
this.
Yeah.
I've always said this caveat as like I am terrible at box office predictions.
Yeah.
Don't bet money on me.
Okay.
Don't go to me for those.
You won't take the carrot I'm going to dangle.
What's your carrot?
A steak dinner just for you. That there's no world that Superman will beat Jurassic World Rebirth overall box office. There's no world right now with these numbers that are, because if Fantastic Four wasn't coming out, I'd say we'll see. We'll see what kind of build up.
But you don't think that's going to take the wind out of Jurassic 2?
Yeah, of course it will. But it's going to hurt Superman more because Superman needs to catch up. Like, so Jurassic World Rebirth currently is at 532. And it's done domestic, it's done 232, international, it's done 300.
Yeah, international. I can't take that bet because I don't know box office.
Yeah, and the problem with Superman is Superman has only made 95 million internationally.
Yeah.
And I said this a long time.
Is it open everywhere, Christian?
I think the majority of big markets. And Roxy, I said this to you last time. I just didn't know how much Superman stretches out. He's never stretched out internationally.
So maybe is that a different conversation where, because I cannot stand the conversation of it's Superman, it's one of the most popular fictional characters in the world. It needs to hit this number. Because to that argument, there was a list of the most popular characters.
Yeah.
And two of those names on those lists I'll throw up right now. And you guys tell me if they've ever made 500 million in a movie or 700. Sure. Sherlock Holmes and Tarzan.
Okay. I don't know the answer.
Look. I'll look.
Robert Downey Jr. at the height of Iron Man.
Probably not.
What did that Sherlock Holmes movie make?
The first one overall.
Yeah.
How much? You're saying over how much money?
I don't know. I have no idea.
It made.
So I'm just saying, what did it make?
It made 524 million.
Okay, should have hit $1 billion. It's Sherlock Holmes. Why not? So
it's
then
Sherlock
why does Superman? It's like, oh, it's got to hit this
because
it doesn't.
Because Sherlock Holmes probably cost $73 to make.
But still, it's the point of people. They tout this. It's he's the most popular character in pop, and everyone knows it. Everyone knows Tarzan, and everyone knows what did the Bill Skarsgård Tarzan make? Why didn't that make $1 billion? Because if everyone knows it and it's all out there, it's such a disingenuous bullshit argument when people throw that up there. I'd say Batman is more popular than Superman.
Definitely, right?
100%.
Well, that goes back into our conversation. Ultimately, where this goes is that how important is it? And I'm going to start Roxy on this one first. Rox, how important is it? Because we can all agree, even if it breaks even, right? It's not the big $1 billion movie that a lot of people thought it was going to be, and it's not like because a lot of
never going to be.
I'm people, by the way.
Yeah, people. Definitely. But I mean, a majority, like Winston, thought it was going to happen too. A lot of people on this.
I don't think a majority, Christian.
On this channel.
Oh.
A majority of people on this channel.
But bar conversation, like I'm telling you. And
that's a good thing, Roxy. Bar conversation.
Because when I remember very clearly, Christian, you and I were talking about Superman versus Jurassic, and I said to you, you said Jurassic's going to wipe the floor with Superman, no matter if Superman's the best movie of all time or not. Jurassic just does
internationally, yes,
internationally, just globally, total.
Right.
I said, I think Superman's going to take it. Right. And you said, you do? And I said, okay, I'll be 100% honest. No, I don't, but I will place that bet.
Right.
I will place that bet because that's what I want. And I'm working on my manifesting skills. I guess I didn't manifest hard enough, but go ahead now. Ask me your question.
As far as what this movie has done, and now as they mentioned in this article, how crucial is it, regardless, for them to? What I don't think maybe you feel differently. I don't think they need rush and go, hey, we need to put Wonder Woman, Batman, and Superman in a movie together. Let's go. That would be a classic error, I think. However, I do think that outside of Clayface, outside of Supergirl, which I'm not excited for yet, especially after that opening scene. But apparently the comic book is pretty good. So if it's based off the comic book and not that
opening scene.
No, the way that they debuted her in
okay.
I thoroughly disliked.
So do you not know about Supergirl?
I know that the comic, from what I've been told, even yesterday when I was talking about this, of
About Woman of Tomorrow.
Yeah, and how kind of science fiction it is, and hearing Coy break down how dark it is, and kind of
he's obsessed.
Yeah, so like that I'm interested in, but what I saw in this movie, I have no interest in. But I want to see, however, how they're going and how much again that movie costs, because they're clearly done with that. Clayface is done, but that's not really going to necessarily connect the DCU. How important is it for them to have a Wonder Woman movie and fast track a Batman movie, do you think?
Yeah. Okay. So a couple of different things here. Number one, going to Supergirl, and this will tie into Wonder Woman. I think that general public, I'm not talking about you specifically, Kristian, but just in general, because we haven't had the iterations of Supergirl and Wonder Woman on the big screen as often as we've had Superman or Batman, general public thinks that Supergirl and Wonder Woman are similar characters. And I think that people thought that we were about to, when spoilers, but this was announced beforehand for what we saw of Supergirl so far, I think people were expecting her to be more like Wonder Woman and or more like the most famous live action Supergirl that we've ever had, which is Melissa Benoist in the Supergirl show. But that is not, to use comic book terms or nerd terms, that's not my Supergirl. That my Supergirl is kind of who we saw. It is the Woman of Tomorrow Supergirl. It is somebody who is struggling and does not have it fully together. She is the opposite of what happened with Superman.
Right.
Supergirl had a completely different journey. So I think that because we're going to see Supergirl next, I don't think that we need to see Wonder Woman immediately, Batman immediately. I'm more concerned about which versions of them we are going to be seeing. I want to make a well-rounded team of really different and true to the source material, but different people who bring different things to the table. So I'm okay with us focusing right now on Superman and on Supergirl. Clayface is a different scenario because I don't think he's like the main focus of the DCU, but I am very excited for that property.
Small movie, horror movie, and different.
Who took over after Mike Flanagan?
I forget the guy's name. I read it. Yeah.
Regardless, I'm very excited for that. So I'm not as concerned about like we have to rush to it. But here are the things that I do want to see. I want to see individual movies for these people. I do not want to see Wonder Woman introduced in a Justice League movie. I do not want to see Batman introduced in a Batman versus Superman movie.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I want to see it doesn't have to be origin stories, but I want to see them be the stars of their movie because that's the caliber of Batman and Wonder Woman. And if we're doing that for Superman and for Supergirl, and we have years and years to go, I know that the Gunn Safran contract is only like 4 years.
Yeah, I think it'll probably get extended though. Even if Superman breaks even, it'll still get extended.
Me too. I don't think Superman's going to break even. I think it's going to make money, but again, not a box office girly, and I'm hammered at this point. So that's what I want to see. I don't think that they need to rush, but of course, it takes a long time to crack these certain nuts. Take your time on them, introduce them in their own movies, really make sure that you are putting together a variety of characters that will ultimately fit together so that when we do end up with our Justice League, that it's characters that we love and care about.
What do you think, Mike? Should they do? So is it crucial for them to do Batman and Wonder Woman as their next big standout movies after Supergirl, or should they try obscure characters and see if they can get people on board and then introduce them?
I'm torn because I've always liked that analogy he said about, getting on base. We got to get a double because they're on base right now. They got a double. It's not a home run. It won't be a home run. Peacemaker, people love season 1. His cameo in both my screenings got a huge applause. I think season 2 is going to be great. And he's saying that season 2 really gets into the pocket universe and explaining this universe. So I think that'll get on board. I think Lanterns looks like great. So that'll, move Superman to third base. Peacemaker gets to second. Lanterns is on third base. Supergirl comes up, hits a single, brings Superman home. So the bases are loaded at that point. Then you get your Batman out there and you hit a home run. But you do these individual projects that are all connected. I think Wonder Woman, they're in an interesting place because remember, he was always like, she's a ways off. She's a ways off. We're going to do Themyscira. But now he's changed it. Like, as soon as that script is good, we're going. So I think they're at a place with Wonder Woman because she was introduced in BVS and it was just kind of like an aside. And then she was there. I think Wonder Woman is the one you give an origin to. And you have her introduced to this world. Like, I'm here as an emissary for Themyscira. And the others are already established. I think with her film, you start as an origin, and that separates it from Gal and BVS, and really kind of, I know they kind of tease the origin, but if they go more into the,
not feel that
she's
Wonder
made
Woman,
of clay.
Do you not feel Wonder
like
Woman was an origin story?
It was, but it was set in the World War II, and it jumped to the front, but it was all over the place. Like, oh, she could fly, but she can't fly, and how long she been here? This timeline doesn't match up with this timeline. You just make it modern, and she's created as of now.
She also, it's not like Spider-Man and Batman where they've had 75,000 movies with the same origin.
And her origin being, made of clay was never really, and I think that's what they will do with her. Yeah. They will do, she's sculpted from clay, I think that will be
the time jump was even more. It was World War I. It wasn't even World War II.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. So it's like, and then she was just working. I liked it, but I know it was like, this doesn't really match up with what we're doing. And I think
it was just a good movie, so people kind of forgave a lot.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
So I am looking at it in this. I think it is crucial to do Wonder Woman and Batman next. I think it's crucial for where they
next. Christian, do you
but
mean
it's not next? And
after Supergirl.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Once they start, I think if they're right now, I don't think they should introduce. Granted, you're gonna do smaller movies like Sergeant Rock, and you're gonna do smaller movies like Clayface, where it does, because even there was a report yesterday wondering if Batman would debut in Clayface. It would be ridiculous.
I talked about that.
I know, but we talked about it again yesterday because they had more information about it. It would be an absolutely ridiculous thing to do because it makes more sense. Yes, because of this reason. It makes more sense for them to put Clayface in a future Batman movie or anything too. And if you're like, who's that? That's Clayface. Oh, he's got his own movie. As opposed to a smaller movie that maybe not a lot of people are going to see. And then you introduce Batman, you're asking the audience to do homework. If they're not horror movie, I'm telling you, if that's a reason why.
Let me explain to you. Do people, because I'm watching tons of people sit there and go with their AMC A list and buy tickets to see Superman just to watch the Odyssey trailer.
Okay.
I guarantee if you say the last scene is Clayface, he's in, because he even said, he's like, it takes place in Hollywood. He's a Hollywood actor. The end of this movie, there's the police like, we don't know what to do with this damn thing.
How'd that work out for Black Adam?
Hold on. Let me tell you something. Finish there. Let me finish.
Go ahead.
Hold on. Hey, you hold it there, mister.
The police are like, we don't know what to do with this thing. We're not equipped for this. And they're like, ship him to Gotham. And the last scene is him being wheeled in some giant airtight case into Gotham. And then Batman's with one of the Arkham doctors walking with him. And that's our introduction to this actor. And keep it quiet. They won't keep it quiet. But I'm saying, if I had my druthers, they don't keep it quiet. You've got to see this movie to see who the Batman is and what he looks like.
You're asking the audience.
That movie would do gangbusters on people just going for that alone.
You're nuts. You give too much. You're nuts. Look, Black Adam alone. How did that do? Henry Cavill.
Well, what were they doing? Henry Cavill Superman for 10 years already.
He showed up. He came back.
How did Black Adam do?
It made like I'd lost like $50 million. It cost way too much money. And did not, and they were marketing it, but they were spoiling
it. It was a mess, that movie.
They were spoiling the post credits in order to get people to go see the movie, and it's still
going back.
I'm not saying post credits. I'm just saying this is. They get you.
Going back to what you were asking before, though, Christian, I didn't realize what you were saying was, should they do other characters before they get to Wonder Woman and Batman? No, absolutely not.
So they should So you need to lead. You got to go with your big three. You got because
how are you calling that Wonder Woman, Batman, and Superman?
Yeah.
I don't know that is the big three.
That's what everyone. That's what I think James Gunn referred to them as the big three also.
I know. I know that they are the big three. I don't know that is going to be the big three of DCU. I think that one of the things that Gunn is doing that's really smart is kind of testing things out and seeing how we are and being a little slower and more methodical about things. Like him having Supergirl here and then Supergirl being our next movie. I'm curious if he's trying to see what her place in the DCU should be. Is she as big of a deal as
Wonder
Superman,
Woman?
as Wonder Woman? I don't think that's what he's going to do, but I am curious. I don't.
I think that they need. I think that they need to. Those are the big three. I think those. I think.
Yeah, I
you
hear you.
have,
we're going to have them. I'm not saying they
No,
should be our next ones.
I think that they need to be. Those have to be the three big focuses because this is like This is the last shot that they really have for this. DC has been like all rocky and all this stuff for so long that they have an opportunity to really put this thing in the forefront. And Wonder Woman and Batman internationally could turn out to be a bigger property than Superman, which it already has proven in the past has been the truth. Batman, you've got to push forward Batman. You have to. You've got to find Batman.
But he has been from the beginning. He's been like they announced Brave and the Bold at the beginning of the slate. Like they knew
Brave and the Bold ain't happening. There's no world that movie that and Andy Muschietti is
absolutely is happening.
You think
that's the Batman?
You think
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. But Batman Brave and the Bold with Damian Wayne as his son. That is Batman going forward. That's what they're doing.
Let me ask.
They're not starting from scrap and like, well, we're not doing this anymore.
Well, I don't want to see that either.
I want to go back to the big three for a second, Christian.
Yes.
Do you feel this is a yes or no?
Sure.
Do you feel that in Zack Snyder's DCEU that the big three was Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman?
Yes.
You do?
100%. Yeah.
So you didn't feel that Flash or Aquaman were bigger characters than any of the other ones?
No, I thought they were big. They were big characters, but not bigger. Not as far as the overall arc of the story he was telling. No.
Batman didn't have a standalone movie.
No, but he's still crucial in all those.
Aquaman had several.
Yeah, but
Flash had one.
You're talking about the overall
Woman
arc.
had two.
Yeah, but you're talking about the overall arc of the DCEU was based around those three characters.
I didn't feel that way. I did not feel that Batman was the big three of the Justice League the way that I hoped that he would be.
Okay.
Oh, that you hope to be, but like he was popping up in everyone else's movie too. Like he is everywhere.
Yeah.
Crucial, I guess, would be a.
He essentially formed the Justice League
together.
You guys are both talking at the same time. I have no idea what
he was putting everything together in that Justice League movie. He was the one putting it all together. He was the one that had to do everything with Wonder Woman. He had to do everything with Aquaman.
I hear you, but I feel like he was not as essential a part of the big three because when you don't give somebody a standalone movie and you throw them in, I don't think you have the connection to that character in the same way. I love Batfleck. Everybody knows he's one of my favorite Batman. I loved him. And I think it's not a good way to introduce what you are considering the big three. Everybody
that's a different story.
That's a different story.
I'm not disagreeing with you that he should have had his own movie. I'm telling you that as far as the story that was told, you said, are they part of the big three? Yes. His story was crucial.
Yeah, so you felt that they were the three essentials. You felt like they were more essential than Cyborg, then Aquaman, and then Flash.
100%. As far as the overall arc, I think you say wow, but I think you are living on an island by yourself for the most part. I think if we did a poll right now, I would tell you that I think most people would think that those were the big three. Maybe I'm wrong.
Those are Roxy, Christian. I 100%. Wait, let me be 100% clear. Okay. Obviously, those are the big three. I'm a DC girl.
You're saying for the DCEU. You're saying for the DCEU. I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. Well, let's say I don't know if Luke or PLD is here, but maybe I'm wrong. Roxy,
Christian, Luke. I hate when you do this. You're so annoying, dog.
Why am I annoying?
Because you never do a poll on things that you think you might be wrong about. You only do polls on things that you know that the audience is going to be on your side about. You're so transparent.
You just put together a very good argument. Why wouldn't they respond?
Roxy, I gotta say, it pains me to do this, but I gotta side with Harloff on this one. I do. It kills me to do this.
I think the vast majority of people in the chat are going to agree with you. For me personally,
for you personally, okay. You just said wow. It made it seem like it was in a minority.
What?
When we said it before, you went wow, as if it was such a outside take. That's why I thought you were saying that it was.
Yeah, I see what
you're saying. It was a strange take.
I wasn't saying you had an outside take. I just don't understand how we could have a big three and to everybody, that's the big three without ancillary knowledge. Like everybody going in knows it's the big three. But if you didn't know that, did the DCEU treat it like that was the big three? To me, no.
I don't know, Roxy. Check it out. Right. Roxy, look. Look at this.
Oh my God.
Here we go.
Here we go. Cut you off. No more beer. No more.
Bar talk, Rox. Bar talk.
I know.
I should have a few beers. I gotta go see Smurfs in a little bit. Okay. What was that? Right?
Not be good.
I don't know. Those movies since they have gone to CGI instead of the live action ones, they've been more bearable. So we'll see. I have no idea.
There was a live action Smurfs.
Oh, two of them.
Were they people in prosthetics?
No. They were animated, and then Neil Patrick Harris was running around.
Okay.
Yeah.
You said that, Mikey, earlier. You mentioned I didn't know there was a live action Tarzan with who did you say?
Skarsgård, yeah, and Margot Robbie. Margot Robbie.
I've never heard of this.
And action, honestly, I know I was kind of trying to dog it. It's good. It's a fun movie. It's a good movie. I liked it. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. Oh, so the poll is up already. So good. There's already a poll with 100.
Here we go.
Here
we go.
We'll check it at the end. But
Shocker.
So much for you guys to comment on, whether it is in the live stream, the comments after it airs, and of course the Clips channel. Put your thoughts in there about where the DCU should go. Should they be leading with the big three? Should they be going after other things? Do you think internationally that Superman will pick back up? Or is Mike as big of a lunatic as everyone else thinks he is? Put your thoughts in there. Let us know. All right, before we move on, I got to tell you, I've been telling you guys all week about Trade Coffee. Cold brew, baby. Cold brew. So excited for that. And I'll tell you also about Turtle Beach. Here you go. I know how much you guys love Trade. Well, if you didn't already, you're going to love them even more. Cold brew now. This is what they got. For me, I love drinking cold brew. I used to rely on the old grocery store concentrate of the $6 cafe runs, and it's tough. Mostly out of what I thought it was convenient. But as you know, I found Trade. I love Trade. It's so easy now just to make cold brew at home. Plus, it tastes way better, and it costs so much less than buying out. Trade. What's Trade? You know Trade, but I'll tell you again, Trade is the #1 coffee destination in the U.S. for both hot and cold coffee drinkers. They've sourced the best beans from top roasters across the U.S., and now they have a special cold brew collection. You got to check it out. They've teamed up with 15 roasters to create a special cold brew bean collection. It ensures your cold brew at home tastes exactly how it should, smooth and delicious. I love it. I'm telling you, it is so much easier. It has been so convenient. I mean, how long have I been talking about Trade? 2 years? And I don't talk about somebody that long and stay with them that long if I don't love them and fell in love with them. And that's what I love. Limited time, Trade is giving 50% off a month of cold brew. Do you hear that? 50% off. That's over 60 cups of cold brew for 50% off when you go to drinktrade.com/Christian. That is drinktrade.com/Christian. Get 50% off 1 month of cold brew. drinktrade.com/Christian. Summertime is hectic, man. There's so much going on. You got to try to fit stuff in. So you got to try to fit in. How do I fit working out? How do I do it? For me, I love having hydro at my house now. I've been talking about you guys. Hydro? We're talking about hydro? Yeah, I'm talking about hydro. Because why? There's no commute. There's no class times. There's no juggling logistics. I just hop on it. I get an amazing workout. 20 minutes fits into whatever kind of day I'm having. It's a game changer. It gives me a full body workout. It's got arms, it's got legs, it's got core, everything. I'm hitting 86% of my muscles in one session. I can do it in just 20 minutes when I'm busy. That kind of efficiency, it really matters. I love that I'm not just following some random trainer, too. That's one of the things I really have responded to. The workouts are led by real athletes, Olympians, baby, world champions, people who know what they are doing. It makes a big difference for me. I feel like, okay, this person knows what they're doing. I'm not just listening to some random video out of nowhere. So for me, again, just having it in my place, and if I miss something, I'm like, oh, man, what am I going to do? How am I going to get myself to the gym? I don't need to. I have it at my place. So I'm able to skip the gym and not the workout. I stay on track with Hydro. For a limited time, go to hydro.com. Use that code Christian, and you're going to save up to $450 off your Hydro Pro Rower. $450. That is HYDROW.com. Use the code Christian. Save up to $450. Hydro.com. Code Christian. Thank you, Hydro. Thank you to Trade Coffee. And we are so excited to have you guys on the show with us today. If you want to support the show, I always try to give you some good deals, man. And I hope that you're checking out both Hydro and Trade Coffee. I mean, cold brew alone. Loved when they announced that. I was like, oh, the audience is going to eat that up. Love it. Okay, guys, you're doing pretty good so far. 32.
I stole the middle. Christian.
Yes.
You know how I'm not a box office girly? You know how I just pissed off half the internet by saying that the DCEU didn't do the big three right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm really good at?
What?
Television. Are you going to let me talk about Emmys?
You want to do these now? I was
Are you
going to
gonna let me? Are you gonna let us talk about it at some
Of
point?
course. I'm going to bring up the Emmy.
We are doing a live show on the day that the Emmys. This is
We're
how
gonna-
little you care about award
That's
shows.
not true. I have it pulled up.
But you care so little about award shows
Yes.
Do you guys need a room? What's going on here? Jesus.
to fight.
Fighting. What's wrong with you?
Man, this is like this is like my Super Bowl day,
Yeah.
and you want to talk about?
I literally said the Emmy nominations. What the hell are you talking about? Luke wrote me a text. He said, and I'm gonna read the text. I love it. He goes, "This show is something else today." To which I wrote back, "They're on another planet, these two." To which he wrote, "Yup, I think Roxy is on one today too." And he said the thumbnail really matches the show. It's like, yes, it does.
What's the thumb?
It's a lunatic. It's a insane asylum in here today.
I know people who tell people to calm down never get laid for the rest of their
Who
lives.
said calm down? Are you looking at
No, that's just a general comment.
You know what I like to calm people down? I say, calm your tits.
Calm your
Love
tits.
that.
I told
Calm
I
your
told
tits.
Sam that people liked the other day. I told her shush your tush.
You
Sure,
can
sure.
say anything, and if you put it in an accent, it becomes funny and not serious.
I said shush your tush.
Shush your toots.
Shush your tush.
Shush your
Okay, a
tush.
couple different things. One, like I said, 33 you guys are at currently. Not bad. You need about 104 to tie Roca.
Oh my God.
That's pretty good. So that's before we even get to the questions.
I think you're on one, Luke.
Hey, listen to me. So the other thing Roxy did that was very nice was that, as I've been telling you guys, we're going to be doing a Kickstarter for this project that I'm working on. And I've already sent the script out to some people for some notes. Roxy's been one of those people. She read it. Steph read it. My friend Ethan Irwin read it. So
Did we have same notes, different notes?
you and Steph had similar notes.
Really?
Yeah. Ethan had I thought we were going to be like just riddled with notes, and he surprised because I've been on the tail end of his note thing, and he had his notes were great, but there weren't a lot.
They weren't the same as mine.
His no, not from yours. Like I said, yours and Steph was. But
That's interesting.
so yeah, so we're gonna be excited to get it going. Director has it right now and is looking at it currently. So
Really?
yeah, fingers are crossed that said director says yes, and then we'll be cooking with gas. Hopefully, we shall see.
Damn.
Yeah.
What's the gas timeline look like for you?
The Kickstarter goal timeline, is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
I have to see if the director says yes. The director says yes, then it's going to catapult it, and then we're going to start moving real fast, because then I can start coming up with asking that director / producer, what are you necessary for what I want this to look like? What do we need? What do you think we need the Kickstarter to look like? What do you think we realistically need for this? If we want to shoot for this, if we want to go for that. And then if that person is like, on board, then we'll be able to know that vision and say, okay, well, this is what we can put forward and try to get this thing launched sooner than later.
Cool.
So there you go.
It was really, I know I can't speak
Yeah.
on it at all, but it was really cool to read, Christian. Like,
Thank you.
I feel like there's not another time earlier to this that you could have done this and it would have been as like impactful as the script was.
That's very nice.
This is the moment in your life to do the story that you're telling here. It's just very cool.
That's very nice. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's what I tried to do with Grasping at Straws, and that's what I'm trying to do with this. I wasn't going to write something about, when I wrote Grasping at Straws, I was going up at the Comedy Store 7 days a week, and so it was a very different time in my life, as opposed to now, where that world that it's very similar to the world that I live in now, but the character's different, obviously.
Yeah, but I feel like I thought that this was going to be more like comedy sketch, and it's not. Like, this is a legitimate effing pilot.
Thank you.
It was really, and not that there's anything wrong with sketch comedy and whatever.
But you thought it was just a different tone. Yeah, we were going for, like I said, like a Hacks meets
right.
I guess somebody gave us a note that it could be kind of like the Larry Sanders Show of our generation, and I said
That's interesting.
I loved that note.
Yeah, I could see a little bit of that.
Love that note. Anyway, so we'll have more news on it. Like I said, we'll have some updates soon. Oh, Roxy, I am. So let me ask you this: there's 2 characters in there I thought you could play. Which do you know which 2 I'm thinking?
Well, I know the one you told me I was playing, so I know that one.
And the Chaos Goblin is a fantastic note. It should be changed.
I love that description.
Yes, and that's the same thing Steph said too, by the way. Same exact thing.
Shut up.
Same exact thing. I thought you guys had collaborated. It was like the same exact note.
And like verbiage?
100%. She's described as a Chaos Goblin. I want to see more of that. 100%. Both said the same exact thing.
That's so weird.
Yeah. So
I give a bunch of notes. Oh, not a ton, but like she had all the same stuff I did.
A lot. There were some that were different, but a lot. But anyway, the first interview that we see Martini's character, that character that's interviewing her.
Yeah, but then
we'll talk about it off air.
But then you're trying to kick me out
of the show because you're only in on that scene.
Well, only in that episode.
We'll talk. Well, let's
You're
talk.
Trying to take.
No, of course not.
Oh.
Of course not. If you want this, you want that initial character, it's yours. 100%.
I actually really like her. I just think her description didn't fit.
Okay, cool. We'll figure it out. Let's stay with the DCU for a second. Because the Blue Beetle.
Yeah, let's not talk about the Emmys at all.
Stop it. Xolo Maridueña is talking about the DCU status. Blue Beetle. Blue Beetle. He is out promoting the Smurfs film. I forgot he was in. I didn't even know he was in the Smurfs. Well, that's nice. And also touched on plans for Jaime Reyes' place in the wider DCU. One of the most surprising points of the DCEU came from the last flickering embers during its dying days, the release of director Angel Manuel Soto and Xolo Maridueña's Blue Beetle in 2023, the first live-action Latin superhero to headline his own major studio film. The film didn't set the box office on fire. It was well received by critics, 78% on Rotten Tomatoes, and a 61 Metascore on Metacritic. James Gunn announced he will be bringing back Maridueña for Blue Beetle from the DCU over to the DCU, one of the few holdovers. However, details on when and where Blue Beetle would appear in the DCU have somewhat been scarce these last few years. Reported in June 2024, Blue Beetle animated series was in the works, serving as a direct follow-up to the DCU film. There's been little chatter about when that series will be released. This is what he said when he spoke to Screen Rant, Xolo. The universe is cracked open. Pandora's box is open, for lack of a better word. I love the animation medium. I love getting to continue to explore and try my best fit to this character. Having already done Blue Beetle, I know the character, I know the voice. I'm excited to see him in actual form of animation and to see what stories we can tell that we can't tell in live action. Excited to see how Blue Beetle fits in. All right, this is interesting. Because of the animation side of it, and that's brought in there, it looks like they're going to push him to the Creature Commandos side of things, and he's going to be an animated character now. Is that accurate, Roxy? Do you think we're going to see him in live action again?
I have to say something that is going to shock Mikey Christmas.
What?
Oh, boy.
And maybe you, Christian, maybe you don't remember me telling you this. This is the one DC live action movie.
I haven't seen it.
That I've never seen.
Wow. Yeah, you'd like this movie.
Everybody seemed to like it.
Yeah, you'd like this movie.
So it's hard for me. I obviously know the character, but it's hard for me to say whether or not what they're doing with this, or whether or not I like what they're doing with this, because I didn't see him in this role, even though I actually really like this actor as well, who I've met with you multiple times, Christian.
Yeah.
But I would say that it would be the one property that Gunn hadn't touched that he wanted to keep a character from. So he must have serious plans for this character and bring him over.
Mike, what do you think? You think he's going to be live action, or is this interview?
Well, if he's the animated voice, I'm assuming he is. I mean, that was what Gunn said. You know, when you're an actor, like
that's the next thing. You think animated is the next thing?
Oh yeah, they're not bringing him in live action for a long time,
right?
But at that point, then is he too old? So it's just like I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
I think it's a promise by Gunn that he's bringing him over, and I think that you're still in it. You're animated, and I think the conversation we just had about the big three and who you got to focus on.
Yeah.
Like, Roxy knows how much I'm a big fan of Xolo Maridueña. I've been interviewing the kid since he was 16 years old. He's a sweetheart of a kid. He's a good personality. He was great in Cobra Kai. He was great. He was great in Blue Beetle. Great. These are not the characters to focus on right now.
Right. 100%.
They're just not. So having him show up later on down the line in a live action movie, and especially throw something in, and he's clearly having conversations like, yeah, I know the character well. I can do the voice. So do that. Introduce him that way through canon.
Yeah.
It seems like that's how they're going to do it.
But also, we've already seen it. Not to give too many Superman spoilers, but I'm assuming both of you guys watch Creature Commandos.
Yes.
Yep.
A lot of it.
So we saw that specifically with Rick Flag, but I think that this is kind of in Gunn's universe.
Yes.
We do know that the animated people are going to be the live action people, but also they kind of jump back and forth a little bit. And so I think that even if initially he does animated, there's some kind of Blue Beetle animated something, it doesn't mean he couldn't appear in live action.
Right.
Yeah. No, I agree.
5-minute cameo.
Yeah, it's true. And it also, I think what it does is it gives the animation more ammo, right? Like there's not a lot of animated things right now, and it gives a little bit more ammo.
Here's something that I will say, being that Gunn is what Gunn's doing and doing classic versions of these characters. I don't think we get him again live action until we introduce Ted Cord.
I don't know what that is, but I believe you.
He's classic Blue Beetle.
Okay.
Like he's the lead. Him and Booster Gold, like they're going to introduce, and then he will come into it.
Okay, makes sense.
So we'll get live action Ted Cord before we get live action.
Yeah, that's another reason why you can't do a live action movie, because unfortunately, there's the animation. It's got a smaller audience, right?
Yeah.
It just does. Like there wasn't like droves of people watching Creature Command outside the hardcore fan base.
What are we doing with the Harley Quinn animated series?
That's a great question. Who knows?
I haven't looked into it. That's my favorite of the animated shows. It's my favorite animated show, period. Of at least of the last 10 years. I love that show. And I haven't looked into it, but if we are using the same people for Creature Commandos, obviously Gunn didn't pick the people for Harley Quinn animated series, and that wouldn't make perfect sense. But I am curious if he's going to pull some, like maybe not Harley and Ivy, and he didn't for Clayface. But just curious what they're going to do.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how they're going to play. It's a good call. What happened? Giggling?
Giggling.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know how they're gonna do that with that show, because everybody like loves that Harley Quinn show. But the question is, yeah, people love it. How are you going to continue it out? I don't know. What do you guys
want to see? Kaylee Cuoco as Harley Quinn live action?
I don't know.
Would you want to see like Belle as Poison Ivy?
No, not at this point. I want to see.
I don't think we see live action Harley Quinn for a while.
Yeah.
What's a while?
I'm sorry.
What is a while? 10 years?
No, I think she was, regardless if you loved or hated the DCEU, she was a highlight of it.
Yeah,
she's
sure.
The big three.
You think she was part of the big three? I don't know about that. Towards the end, it was getting that way.
But again, she guns.
Yeah.
You know what? Here's what's going to be interesting. Let me say this real quick. I think Peacemaker 2 is going to be a very big question answerer as far as because of what's still there and what's not. Like, because his Suicide Squad, like he's picking some characters, but some are not. So I think that's going to answer, and that might give us a little bit better idea of where Harley will eventually be. So
okay, well, we'll see. I asked you guys, where do you think overall animation's going for the DCU? What do you think about these comments with Xolo Maridueña? Are we going to see Blue Beetle again in live action? Put your thoughts in there. Let us know. All right, we're going to get to the questions in just a second, but before we do,
here we go.
The 2025 Emmy nominations came out. We might have to sacrifice your TV picks this week because
we're
doing the Emmys.
It's a lot of reality TV this week.
Yeah, we're gonna. Okay, yeah. So let's just stick with, because I want to get your thoughts on this. I do. That's why I saw it. This is the nominations for the Emmys: Outstanding Drama Series, Andor, amazing. Diplomat.
I've seen every one of these, by the way.
Which one's the Diplomat? Who's that? Is that Kerry Russell?
Yes, it is.
Okay. The Last of Us, Paradise, The Pit, which Mike loves. Also,
hell yeah.
Severance, Slow Horses, The White Lotus. That Roxy, you got to probably be in a bit of a pickle there. What do you choose out of those?
So I love Emmy nominations. Now, don't scroll. Don't you leave this behind. I love Emmy nominations.
Why don't you hold it then? So let me read all these then, and then you can give your raw thoughts on what you've seen.
Okay. Yep.
Outstanding comedy series. Listen, and I texted Roxy this the other day. I don't know what people are talking about. I love this season of The Bear. I'm 6 episodes in. I love it.
So good.
I think it is an absolute lunatic call to call this show a comedy. There's no comedy. There's I mean, let's not just say there's no comedy. There's definitely comedy. There's comedic moments, but this is a drama.
I'm absolutely with you, and I feel like I'm fighting people to the death on this battle constantly.
This is a drama. It's more so a drama than ever was. I mean, it's got comedic moments, but it's a drama.
It's a lot of comedic moments.
It's a dramedy. Abbott Elementary, The Bear, like Abbott Elementary, that's a comedy. That's a comedy. Hacks, again, I don't watch the show, but I can't say. Nobody Wants This.
Comedy. I've seen all of these as well.
Okay. Only Murders in the Building, Shrinking, right? The Studio, What We Do in the Shadows. Outstanding lead in the drama series, Sterling K. Brown for Paradise, Gary Oldman for Slow Horses, Pedro Pascal, The Last of Us, Adam Scott for Severance, Noah Weil. Is it Wiley or Weil?
I always say Wiley, but it is spelled Weil, so I don't know.
Okay, I think Wiley is right. Outstanding lead actress in a drama series, Kathy Bates for Matlock, Sharon Horgan, Bad Sisters, Britt Lauer, Severance, Bella Ramsey, The Last of Us, Kerry Russell, Diplomat, outstanding lead actor in a comedy series, Adam Brody, Nobody Wants This, Seth Rogen, The Studio, Jason Segel, Shrinking, Martin Short, Only Murders in the Building, Jeremy Allen White, The Bear, outstanding lead actress in a comedy series, Uzo Aduba, The Residents, Kristen Bell, Nobody Wants This, Quinta Brunson, Abbott Elementary, Ayo Adebiri, The Bear, Gene Smart for Hacks. Outstanding supporting actor in a drama series, Zach Cherry for Severance, Walton Goggins, White Lotus, Jason Isaacs, White Lotus, James Marsden, Paradise, Sam Rockwell, White Lotus. Let's see what else. Tramel Tillman, Severance, John Turturro, Severance. Outstanding supporting actress in a drama series, Patricia Arquette, Severance, Carrie Coon, The White Lotus, Catherine Lanaza, The Pit, Julianne Nicholson, The Paradise, Parker Posey, White Lotus, Natasha Rothwell, White Lotus, Amy Lou Wood, White Lotus. People like that White Lotus show. Outstanding supporting actor in a comedy series, Ike Barinholtz, The Studio. Yes, he was so good in that. I'm so glad that happened. Coleman Domingo, The Four Seasons. Harrison Ford, Shrinking. About time. He didn't get nominated last year, did he?
I'm not sure, but he does deserve the nom.
Yeah, I don't think he got nominated last time. Jeff Hiller, Somebody Somewhere.
So good. He is so good.
Good. Eben Moss Backrack, The Bear, Michael Urie, Shrinking, Bowen Yang, Saturday Night Live. Outstanding supporting actor. I don't understand that. I don't understand out of all the cast members, how did Bowen Yang get nominated for? How do they do that? He's hardly even on the show.
Bowen Yang is like almost always nominated. I find.
No, but it's so I don't know how they just pick him at all. Whatever.
He is hilarious, but I hear you.
He's grown on me more than recently. Outstanding supporting actress in a comedy series, Liza Colin-Zayas, The Bear, Hannah Inbinder, Hacks, Catherine
Binder. This is unbelievable to watch you butcher these people's names. And
I don't know who these people are, and I don't care. Catherine Hahn, The Studio, Janelle James, Abbott Elementary, Catherine O'Hara, The Studio, Cheryl Lee Ralph, Abbott Elementary, Jessica Williams, Shrinking. I want her to win because
we have not mentioned one show that I haven't seen.
Nice. Outstanding limited or anthology series, Adolescence, Black Mirror, Dying for Sex, Monsters, The Lyle and Eric Menendez Story, The Penguin. Outstanding lead actor in a movie limited series, Colin Farrell, The Penguin. Nice. Stephen Graham, Adolescence, Jake Gyllenhaal, Presumed Innocent, Brian Tyree Henry, Dope Thief, and
I didn't see Dope Thief.
Okay, is it now? This is what it's. This says Cooper Koch, but I have a friend that has his name spelled like that, and it's pronounced Cook. I know.
Yeah, I think.
Cooper, let's say Cook, Monsters, The Lyle and Eric Menendez Story, outstanding lead actress in a limited series or movie, Kate Blanchett for Disclaimer, Megan Fahey for Sirens, Rashida Jones, whatever, Black Mirror, Kristen Milioti, The Penguin, Michelle Williams, Dying for Sex. There's a lot of categories. So we have to go through all these.
You just have been reading for nonstop.
I'm done reading with this. What are your overall thoughts on this?
I think they did a really good job with their Emmy nominations this year.
Okay.
I think that they, for the most part, they are changing some categories for things like White Lotus not being nominated as limited series and being nominated with the big boys, I think will be really interesting to see what ends up happening if White Lotus is able to perform as well as they have in the past, because with limited series, they really are able to do gangbusters. But now it does open up the limited series category. I was really excited to see that both Dying for Sex and Adolescence, two of my absolute favorite shows of this year, you guys have heard me talk about them week after week on this show, are both nominated, and those actors are all phenomenal. Sometimes these things end up being a popularity competition, but also there's a lot of shows nominated in the same category with different actors. Specifically with White Lotus, we saw it with Severance, where you see 4 people from a show nominated in the same category. Sometimes you end up splitting votes. So I don't know strategically if that was the way to go about it. I'm not sure. I'll never not bring this up on the show because of my ongoing feud with John Roca. I'm not sure what the eligibility was this year for Yellowstone. I have to look into it. But the fact that Kelly Riley continues to not be nominated is a crying shame. She is the best actress on television. And I believe this was probably the last year that she could be nominated for that. So that would be a bummer if it was eligible this season.
Okay.
But other than that, I think that this was they really nailed these nominations.
Yeah. Do you think anybody else should have got nominated from Andor for acting?
No.
How dare you?
No, I think it's really Andor has it got like 12 noms. Andor got so many noms. I'm really excited for the show. I think it's very cool that Andor.
It's crazy that he didn't get nominated for Best Actor though. Pretty nuts.
Did pull up who got nominated.
You'll probably be able to
tell you if he and I. One of my favorite parts of Andor is obviously him. So
and I thought Aja Jonah should have been nominated too.
She wasn't in that as much of it. So what are you going to nominate her as? Supporting, I guess.
Yeah. Outstanding drama series. No. Lead actor Sterling K. Brown in Paradise. Gary Oldman for the 75th time for Slow Horses. Pedro Pascal for Last of Us. He's in 2 episodes. I would say get him out of there. Adam Scott.
He's not in 2 episodes.
3 episodes.
Yeah.
In 3 episodes.
4 episodes, but
right. Barely. Noah Wiley. Okay, so out of all those,
no, I do think he should have been nominated for Andor.
Yeah, I would take Pedro Pascal out of there, and I would put Diego Luna in there. He's actually in the whole show. It's called Andor.
Yeah, I do think he should have been nominated. I do.
Lead actress Sharon Horgan was she good? Bad Sisters.
She's unbelievable.
Okay.
Like that. Yeah, she absolutely annihilated. That's a great nomination.
Okay. Bella Ramsey.
I'm surprised that she's nominated because that show wasn't as popular as it should have been, but she was so good.
I'll tell you what, again, and I like Last of Us, but I didn't like this in the season, but I think maybe that's why I would replace Bella Ramsey. I think Adria Arjona had a stronger.
But you're reading lead, right?
Yeah, I'm reading lead. But
I don't think that
she was the lead of the series, wouldn't you say?
I guess, but how many episodes is she in?
She's in.
I'd say Dedra is a bigger lead than her.
Maybe.
Maybe in season 1. I don't know about season 2 though. But let's see. All right,
but I'm with you, Christian. Pedro's not a lead actor in Last of Us season 2, so he's supporting.
Supporting actress Patricia Arquette was pretty damn good. Take out one of the White Lotus people. There's like 75 people from White Lotus.
I agree.
Take out one of them.
I really love White Lotus, but I do find that it's overwhelming the amount of support for White Lotus every year.
It's nuts. Anyway, so those are the nominations. What do you guys think? Good nominations, bad nominations? You agree with them, disagree with them? Who should have been in there? Who shouldn't have been in there? Put your thoughts in there. Let us know. All right. I'm taking off in around 25 minutes because I got to catch 2 screenings tonight. Mike and Roxy are going to take over. Roxy's going to be leading the charge in just a bit. So we're going to get to those questions. But before we do, I got to tell you about Turtle Beach. I got so many people saying they signed up for Turtle Beach. I got one guy yesterday said, I bought Turtle Beach before you told me that you were that they were sponsoring the show. I said, they've been sponsored for a while. People keep reaching out to me and keep telling me about how much they love Turtle Beach. And I said the same thing I say every time someone says that. I say, I told you so. It's the best. I love Turtle Beach. It just enhances your gaming experience in general. I told you guys I was playing Indiana Jones and I love the game so much. And I wonder if one of the reasons I love it so much is because of Turtle Beach and the headset that I have. It's so good. It just brings back the feeling of the old school kind of gaming this Gen 3 Stealth 700 headset that they have, it's really like stepping into the golden age of gaming all over again. But with the catch that this time, the audio is richer. The surround sound's more immersive. The battery lasts an insane 80 hours. No more crackly mics, no more missed call-outs, just pure uninterrupted gaming exactly the way you remember it, but better. It's the best. What I love about Turtle Beach is not just the headsets. They have every gaming accessory you could ever want, and they're all high quality at prices that don't break the bank. From flight racing simulators to controllers, keyboards, and mice, Turtle Beach, it's the ultimate gaming cheat code. So this is what you do. You head to turtlebeach.com. Use that code Christian for 10% off your entire order. 10% off your order at turtlebeach.com with that promo code Christian. You're going to purchase it. They're going to ask you, they say, hey, where'd you hear about us? You say, Christian told us about it. Please support our show. Tell them that we sent you. Get the ultimate immersive gaming experience with Turtle Beach today. Thank you, Turtle Beach. And like I said, it is in the description. All of our wonderful sponsors, and I really hope, especially for people, gamers out there, and it enhanced that Indiana Jones game to me so much. Okay, let's do it, guys. 45.
Let's do it, Christian.
40. Oh, Roxy Stryer. All right, let's do this. The first question, Ryan Jones, respectfully regarding box office. I don't give a shit how much it makes personally, although I hope it does well. I just care the guy who greenlights future films is happy, so we get more in this universe.
There's no world in which we're not getting more in this universe, so I think you will be happy with that.
I think bottom line is it's WB, it's their studio, they're happy. You're making more. They're making like you're fine.
Yeah, they're gonna extend their contract. It didn't bomb. No. It's like, hey, we did what we needed to do. Look, we're gonna break even. Right? We break even. Great. We got our money back. Let's keep making movies. That's it. Yeah. Kate became a new member. Thank you, Kate. Love your
support. I love Kate.
She's the best. Mike Joyce. And Christian thought Roxy couldn't handle hosting. No, to which I responded this. False. Never said she couldn't handle
false, Mike.
Hosting.
In all fairness to Christian, I did not know how to close out the show.
Yeah, but that's okay. So by the way, when I leave, you hit end stream and the outro should play.
We'll try it.
We'll try it. Good luck to you. Roman. What's up, Roman? Hey, all, happy belated birthday to Rox. So happy for this time of celebration, both for Roxy and for the DC. Saw Superman on Friday night, and I loved it. Corenswet, Brosnahan, and how do you pronounce his last name?
Gathegi.
Gathegi? Okay.
No.
I think.
Gathegi.
That's what I'm saying.
No, it is Gathegi.
I don't think Corenswet stole the show because I think Corenswet was the star of the show. I think he did steal the show. I think Mr. Terrific was the standout of the film.
He was really good.
It was great. Tim Bino. Who wins in a fight? Frank Grillo versus John Bernthal.
I think Frank Grillo.
I think so too.
Bernthal.
Dude,
Bernthal. I think Bernthal's got the size on him.
Bernthal's nothing against him, but I would Frank Grillo's scary.
So we just had Grillo on Matt Serra's show. It's
Matt Serra who wins in a fight.
It's good. I feel does Bernthal train?
I don't know. That's what I was just thinking. Like, could
Frank Grillo's been training since he was
but Bernthal's got that thug.
That means nothing.
Thugness about him.
That means nothing.
That means in a fight, you get the thug against your back, man. You get that guy against the wall.
It means nothing. Matt Serra is 5'6", and he was in the guy is like one of the best jiu-jitsu guys, American jiu-jitsu guys, maybe ever. He's in some place in Vegas, and this goofy guy, bigger guy, starts causing crap. Matt held him down with what he was able to do. And Roxy, when we watch this clip,
yeah,
and you can watch it. Just watch it. And Matt's just and he's not hurting him. He's just like, okay, buddy, okay. And this guy can do nothing. Jiu-jitsu, to me, if you know jiu-jitsu, you can take out anybody. It doesn't matter how big you are. I don't know if John Bernthal knows jiu-jitsu. I don't know if he trains, but being the thuggish thing has nothing to do with Frank.
I'm gonna start learning jiu-jitsu just so I can shut you up sometimes.
You should.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna come to New York. I'm gonna come to New York and put you in a naked chokehold.
Naked chokehold.
Pass you out and you're going to piss your pants.
You want to rear naked choke? That's fine. Just don't put me in a naked chokehold.
No, I'll put you in a full naked frontal chokehold.
Called rear naked choke.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I think
full frontal choke.
You did that. Yeah, it's okay. Roxy, stop this. But I'll tell you, there's a funny bit at the end of the Grillo interview. Because Matt was very nice to me at the end of it. And he goes, "Oh, I can tell you're getting in shape. You're looking good." He goes, "But I didn't want to tell you that on air because you told me you're going to train in jiu-jitsu with me, and I want you to get in shape for jiu-jitsu." And I said, "Well, I did say once I start getting in shape that I'll do that." And he goes, "You did say that." He's like, "So what? You want to drop a few more pounds or what?" And I was like, "No, it's about defining my chest. I want to make sure that I have a chest. I've never had a chest before." And he goes, "Back up a little bit. You need to have a chest in order to jiu-jitsu?" So what the hell are we talking about here? Like, I start crying, laughing, and he's like, I don't know what I just heard. And he ends the show. It's the best. It is the absolute best. The interview is up on a Match channel now. It's great. He just crossed over 31,000 subscribers.
Hell yeah, buddy.
He's going back on Rogan next month to promote it. So
good. That will help.
Hope so. So yes, I actually think Frank Grillo would win. I don't know if John Bernthal knows mixed martial arts. I have no idea.
If he does Grillo know MMA?
Yeah, he's been training since he was like.
I don't follow the fucking dude's personal life. I told you that
not a half an hour ago, you idiot.
Yeah, but Kristian, you don't understand. He wasn't listening.
Fair. Michael,
I don't listen to anything you clowns say.
What did you say, Mike? What did you say?
What
did you say? Just repeat yourself. Roxy killed it last week. I got a funny, interesting smoking pot story. Oh, do you have a funny, interesting smoking pot story?
Oh yeah, I told them I would tell them if they asked on the show.
Sure.
Okay, I have so many. I'm such a little pothead. I used to work for this company called Leafly, and they're one of the biggest cannabis companies in the world. And I would go around to different facilities and learn about the extraction process. Do you guys know what a dab is?
Acid?
No. Dabs are like so you've seen people smoke a bong, right?
Sure.
Dabs are a way of smoking a very concentrated form of cannabis that gets you like next level high. And just because I smoke frequently does not mean I'm not a lightweight. I'm an absolute lightweight. I'm small. And so on the show, they were having me do dabs. This is like for my job to test out products.
It's fun.
And we had to take a 3-hour break because I did a dab and was on the floor.
Ooh.
Eating a sleeve of Oreo. This is at my job. You know, I'm getting paid well to be there to do this with a sleeve of Oreos on the floor that I was like cuddling with.
Amazing.
As I was like trying to eat the Oreos in my mouth, and everybody's like, "Rox, we got to do another take." And I was like, I cannot leave the ground. This is where I live now.
That's really
it was mortifying. There was like 45 production people waiting on me to just stop being so high.
That's on them. They hired you for it. Chris Field finally caught a live show. Thanks, guys, for all you do. Thank you, Chris. Roxy, dating life updates. Sorry if I missed it.
Hi, Chris. Thank you. I love that you guys give a shit about my life. Thank you. It's so sweet. I would say no crazy updates. Been dabbling in the dating scene again, which I wasn't for a minute, and nobody to write home about yet. So,
do you want to hear? You want to get a really? I'm going to read my daughter's cute text message. You guys want to hear that?
Yeah.
First was to last night. Maisie, the little one. She said,
"I know."
What did she say? The other, last night I have to give some preference. Last night, what did she say? She told me that she was. Oh, this is what she said. She said, "Hi, Dad. This is last night. Hi, Daddy. This is Maisie. I might do hip hop," and she was going to do dancing. And then she said, "I got new headphones." And then she told me she got a book that we read. So, okay. And then today she goes, "Hi, Daddy. It's me again. I'm doing hip hop, !" 75.
What is she texting you from?
Sadie's phone.
So cute.
So adorable. Zeus Fleming at work just wanted to support. Thank you, Zeus. JLM. Woo. Great show last week. Who is this Christian guy? I don't know. They brought me on to apparently try to talk sense into these two, but it's the lunatics are still running the asylum. Jim 1242, welcome back, Mike. With Denis announced the direct, do you feel any bitter? Do you feel bitter? Do you feel better about Amazon taking over Bond, or do you still have concerns? Hey, we haven't really talked about your take on this, Mike. You've been off the show for a bit.
Christian,
did
you listen to last week's show, my dude?
No, I said we haven't spoken about this. We haven't. He and
you said we haven't spoken about that. You've been off the show for a bit. He was not off the show.
I mean, with me. Yeah.
Yeah, I dig. I think it's a great choice. I'm really happy. It alleviates some of the trepidation going into this. I will say this. I don't know if we've talked about this, guys. There was that rumor, and I don't think this is true. I think this is just all talk. But if they put Tom Holland in that role,
terrible.
I'm out.
Yeah,
I'm out before it even begins, and I've got my 50
Bond.
Yeah,
it's been rumored. And
I've got my 50 years of Bond in the past that I'll just happily enjoy that and let that other stuff go.
So the Aaron Taylor Johnson thing is not official?
No.
Oh.
But I'll tell you.
I can see that. That's I'm into.
I love Tom Holland. He is the wrong choice for
That's
James
what I'm saying.
Bond. Yes.
I think he's a great actor.
Me too.
In certain roles. He was terrible as Nathan Drake.
Wait, isn't he way too young for Bond?
Yes. But there's rumors, Rox, because there's a new game coming out. It's been taking a few years, and he's younger.
You know, younger Bond, so he doesn't have the essence for Bond, man.
He doesn't.
He's like a little boy.
No.
Chris Fields, excited for Super. Plus, he's Spider-Man. He's Spider-Man.
You're not. Don't convince me, man. I know.
Excited for Supergirl. Wife and I were not until Millie was cast. Now we're excited for it. People are not understanding. I threw people out of the room, or just, but nicely, like time out, and then you come back. But for saying stupid things, so saying like, "Oh, he's a hater." No, I'm not a hater. It's just you stick your head in your behind when you say that.
I don't think that's what this person's saying at all.
No.
Your behind. Throw up your behind.
Somebody else in the chat. But my point with Supergirl is this, because someone said, "Oh, you don't understand."
Looking at the chat.
Here, someone said, "Well, no, stop this." Someone said about Supergirl in general that she's troubled, she's this, she's that. Great, I want to see that story. That's not what I saw in the movie. I might have more context to it once I see the movie, but all I saw was, hey, it's the drunk, obnoxious cousin who's popped in. But everyone's like, oh, I have reference. I know. So you're wrong. You're wrong. You have reference, mother F. I don't.
Right.
So if you have the reference to it, if I know the reference and I was like, oh, well, that tracks from that story, then you can say that because you know.
I think it's super fair, Christian. As I was watching it, I was thinking to myself, I bet this doesn't land for a lot of people right now.
Right. Yeah, and
it did for me, but
yeah,
I could totally see why that would be jarring.
But, I mean, I'm curious too because a lot of people, I know Rox, you're Miss TV, and Supergirl was big on TV for many years. Like, but to most audiences, like, wait, wasn't there Supergirl back in the 80s?
That's what
they don't know.
Yeah. Helen Slater is the Supergirl that I have referenced.
Yeah, it's like so.
That Melissa Benoist is the most well-known Supergirl.
Probably.
You say well-known, but I don't think general public knows or really cares.
I totally agree. Generation-wise, the people who are aware of Roxy, yes, I think she is the one that people, because it's just the more recent.
I'll tell you the bigger Rob. And this guy's comment, my girlfriend who saw the movie, she's like, "Oh, I love that actress." So she knew her from what's her big? She just did a big show. It was
House of the Dragon.
Yeah, so she's just like,
I love her too.
I want to see her.
That's me too. I want to see because
I love her so much that I say her name almost every show.
Oh, you do?
Jack?
No, you do say it. You won't even say it anymore, right, Roxy?
No.
Millie, what?
Ow. Cock?
Yep. All right. Good teamwork.
What was I calling her, Christian? Caught?
I think Millie Alcott. Yeah.
Yeah.
My choice. I wasn't the biggest fan of Superman. I give it a best 78 out of 100. It's a fair score, but it did make me excited for the future of DCU. That's all that they're hoping for. Kate with a very generous super chat. Thank you, Kate. Hey there, what's your new favorite song? I know you'll like your music, but any new artist you're interested in, any old song you love now? I found a new to me Tom Petty song. Love it. Which one? Love Tom Petty. Yeah, I listen to a whole bunch of different things on like just randomly. I mean, I've been putting together a lot of songs for the pilot. So there's a lot of new songs that what I do from I have like so many thousands upon thousands of songs on my Apple Music. I just literally tell, hey Siri, play music that I like, and like songs start to play, and I add them to my playlist if I can envision the scene. So I can't. There's a bunch of different ones.
Mikey, do you have an answer to this?
Oh, I love that. I love that he's muted.
Yourself.
You muted yourself somehow. Yeah, unmute the mic on the bottom, Mike.
Is he kidding?
I don't know. This is the best.
You shut your mouth. Oh. My mic, I've got a little red dot on it. It wasn't flashing when I was muted, so I don't know what happened there.
Go ahead, you imbecile. Finish it.
I don't listen. I'm more of a soundtrack guy and scores. So, like right now, the Superman soundtrack has really been awesome.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with rock and roll, so I don't listen to a lot of current music, but a couple on my list that I've been really enjoying. there's this artist named Ren who kind of reminds me of like a British Eminem, and he's so good. He has a song called High Ren that I think is awesome. I've been listening to Kenny Rogers a lot recently. I Justin Bieber new album. I like Daisy's Original Sin, Sophia Tucker, Back to Friends, Somber, Illegal, Pink Panthers. Those are some of them. Ordinary, Alex Warren, Hypotheticals, Lake Street Drive.
Good ones. Okay. Well,
you don't know any of them.
No, not a one. Chris Fields, have you guys discovered Chit? Wife introduced me to it. We can't stop quoting him.
Oh,
yeah. Well, he's hilarious.
Well, I don't know what this is.
So
you don't know Chit?
So he basically first of all, Brett thought it was Will Forte, which is not. The guy's like 20 years younger than Will Forte, but he walks in this room, and you had to have seen this clip, Roxy. The guy walks in.
Harloff, hey,
you're a black person.
Do it, lady. Do it, lady.
Yeah.
Wait,
so
is Chit a person? Will you guys just give me an answer to what?
It's a character. It's like a sketch comic. So he walks into the room, and there's a black woman on the couch, and then there's a guy who's working. And he walks in, and he goes, and he's got this ridiculous bowl haircut, and he goes, "Is there a black person here?" And he goes, "What? What are you saying, Chit? What?" And he goes, "Is there a black person here?" And she goes, "Yeah." And he goes, "Is there a black person here?" She's like, "Yeah." And there's a white person here too. And he goes, "No, is there a black person here?" And he's like, "What? Come on!" And then he goes, "Oh, there it is." And he picks up a black purse.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Are you saying there's a black purse in here?" He's like, "Yeah.
Black person here."
It's like 7. It's great. It's hilarious.
All right, I gotta watch it.
This is so stupid, but like, get to the episode where he writes the card for someone.
That's a good one too.
The birthday card.
Is that the one?
Do it, lady.
Wearing no pants.
Do it, lady.
And he
I'm surprised you like this, Christian, and you don't like any of the current comedians that do shit like this for on The Rehearsal with Nathan Fielder.
Full on sketch. This is like if Saturday Night Live was funny again.
I love SNL.
Yeah. Joey Pedris, really curious to see how Superman makes in merchandising. Feel like we need to factor that in too. That's a great point. Like crypto, those kids, holy moly. Crypto's probably selling for kids like it's going out of style.
Let me ask you this, Harloff. When they do box office and the totals, do they include once it goes to streaming and Blu-ray that?
Streaming and Blu-ray, I think it does. I don't know.
Does that
actually? I don't necessarily know if that's true. I don't think it is because I think that the theaters take such a chunk. Theaters don't have anything to do with the streaming and that element of it. So I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
No, I don't think.
I think you're right, Rox. Mike's Movie Madness. Can't believe Andor got 0 acting noms. Stupid. Should the Emmys change the rule and have a max of 2 noms per show? Yes.
I think yes and yes.
Yeah. Mike's Movie Madness. Not a White Lotus hater. Just think they should cap how many noms a single show can get.
I agree with that, and I love the show, but it's overwhelming.
Yeah, choose it. In the same way, like that's what I'm saying. Like, how do they just choose randomly Bowen Yang at everybody that's in that cast? There's tons of people that are performing in that cast. They just randomly pick him. It's like he's not the star of the show.
He kind of sometimes is.
I mean, not really though. He's not even leading. I mean, he himself. The reason why I loved his comments on him playing JD Vance. He's like, I asked them for them. Please stop putting me in this. I don't like. He's like, I don't feel. He didn't want to do it, but he did the best that he could with it. But I really respected his comments on what he said about how he's basically forced into doing that. HR White 0803 MCU phases 1 through 3 was the one time only. I don't see Interconnected working to the same level again. This 10-year DC plan is dubious. Remember, people were afraid Amazon was going to oversaturate Bond. Feels that way with comics a bit. I mean, comic book movies are a bit oversaturated. There's no doubt about that. No doubt about that. And I think the TV shows from Marvel did that.
You don't see Interconnected working to the same level again. I don't agree with that. What do you then think that the DCU should do? Not be interconnected at all?
Yeah, I think it can work. With good storytelling, I think it can work. Nathan Drake, how big of a drop-off will the international box office have for Superman next week? I'm with Christian that I think it ends up around 550 million for its run.
So if I said 600, you're taking the under?
Ooh, give me 602 and I'll take the under.
Okay.
I'll take the under on 602.
Okay. I take the over on 602.
Okay. If it hits 600, I wouldn't be surprised though. Kate Van, Stranger Things 5 poster is out. Trailer tomorrow. I'll be reacting to that. Yes. Are you watching the trailer or like me trying to be unspoiled as possible? I'm going to react. I'll react to it for sure.
To the trailer?
Yeah, for sure.
I never saw that show.
It's good, man. It's a really good.
I think you'd like it, Mikey.
I do think you would like it. It's got that 80s kind of feel to it.
Yeah.
I think it's up your alley. It's Rafts. Watched Tenet with my wife last night, and she surprisingly understood all of it. Now she wants to watch Interstellar. Bookcase confusion incoming. I'm looking forward to watching those. Sam's never seen. I don't think she's seen. I think she has seen pieces of The Dark Knight. I think that's the only Nolan movie that she's seen.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I know.
She hasn't seen any other Nolan movie?
She had her kids young. She was in Mama Land, then doing all that stuff. So I think that she's what I told her. She might have seen the majority of The Dark Knight.
What's your guys' favorite Nolan movie?
Dark Knight.
Batman Begins.
No, that's not true, Roxy. That's not true. Inception is my favorite Nolan movie.
Okay.
Batman Begins.
Good one too. But Inception's my favorite. Ectoplasmicity. Not gonna lie, I didn't like that Supergirl cameo. Hopefully the trailer for Supergirl changes my mind. Same page. My Supergirl is Helen Slater. Hell yeah. I give Superman 2025 4 out of 5. It's a fair score. That's where I think I was where I landed. I initially scored it like 4.1. I'd probably drop it to a 4. Mr. J. Anderson. Mike, how'd you like Final Reckoning?
Dude, I just saw it last night for the 8th time.
So
that tells you anything. It's probably of all 8, it's probably 4.
Wow.
Out of all of them.
Holy moly.
But I love it, not only because it's mission, but just watching what they did and what they put in. And so I know it costs $400 million and it probably won't make a profit, but just seeing that every dime is on that screen. I mean, he's hanging off of a plane.
I love it, Mike. I love it.
I can't. There's so much heart in those movies, and the payoff with Luthor, with Ving Rhames from the first one, and bringing back, Don Low.
Can I ask you a serious question though?
Of course.
Who the hell is Ving Rhames?
Ving Rhames.
Rams.
Ving Rhames.
Rhames.
Shut your fucking mouth.
Ving Rhames.
I fucking hate you. I hate you, Harloff. I've hated you for 25 years.
It's coming from a guy who just murdered 87% of the Emmy Award names.
Oh no, I remember that one day you were trying to read something and you were like with the name.
So Rikishi Uka says budget.
I definitely nailed that name for sure.
Yeah, per industry standard, double it since.
Am I here? What's going on?
No.
Bring me back.
You're here, but your camera's out.
What? So what did you do? See, 2 can play this game, Harloff. 2 can play this game.
What did you do? Budget reported at $225 per industry standard. Double it since WB gets half and theaters get half. So we're at $450. Another $100 million to WB for marketing, and you're at $550. That's the break even. We'll see if it makes it. It's good. That's a good way to break it down.
I mean, kind of though. I love that everybody's an expert. Like there's somebody else in here who was saying like you times 2, you plus 100 million, then times 33%. So it has to do 450 to break even. Like everybody's got their own little metrics, and everybody thinks that they're 100% right.
He's in the zone though. But he's in the zone.
I totally get it, but just I think it's so funny.
I think that is 100% in the zone, and that's why I say making 600, it's making a profit.
Yeah,
that's a good one right there. I appreciate that one.
Massive. Thank you, Matt. It's very, very kind. Family visiting had to wish the lovely rock star a happy belated birthday. Thank you for your amazing stuff, incredible TV recommendations, and thank you for a reason I finally broke out of my shell to create my own content. Oh, that's so nice.
That's awesome, Matt. Thank you for the support. Appreciate it.
Very, very kind. Thank you, Matt. Nathan Drake, my favorite Christian moment recently was during the Arjona discussion, and Roxy mentioned Morbius. Christian says, but it ate shit. It did eat shit.
I didn't see that.
It's terrible. She was the best. She was great in it. And I remember that was the first thing I ever remember her in. Going, who's that? She's great.
I'll watch her in anything.
Yeah, I'm not going to say that you're wrong on that one. Mirror Domains. What happened to J.J. Abrams' Superman movie now? There's no world that movie's going to happen.
That didn't happen.
No, at all. I don't even know what.
That's back in the day. They were throwing spaghetti at a wall trying to get a Superman movie going.
Agreed. Mr. J. Anderson, in the DCEU, Superman was the anchor and was ultimately his story. Batman was the catalyst to create the Justice League. This is crazy talk. What was that? What's that poll at, Luke? Let me know what that poll is at.
When I looked, it was like 2080.
To you, they're favoring you. Mike, movie madness. Just found out today that Greg Gillespie is directing Supergirl. That got me excited because he directed I, Tonya. I loved I, Tonya. And knowing the source material, I see why he was the choice. I like that movie too.
Yeah, I didn't just find that out today. I knew that, but I've been excited for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Low-key Lobo. It's confirmed that Batman will be introed in The Brave and the Bold. First DCU-wise. I believe the first Wonder Woman we will see will be animated. Thoughts? I hope not.
I hope not. Now, hold on. Are you talking animated or are you talking the mascara? Is that animated?
No, that's not animated. That's
I am also curious.
I don't want her to be animated first.
Yeah, no.
When you say it's confirmed, I had heard the Clayface rumors too, so I'm curious who confirmed this. People always be saying it's confirmed.
I think that I think there was some kind of article.
I'm not saying you're wrong, but
no, maybe he might be referring to the article that we talked about yesterday. Maybe it was done. I don't remember. Kate, Harley, Joker, Batman, their toys make money. That's the big DC3.
For a while there, you weren't wrong.
We're talking about, what are you talking about for big three?
I think what she might be saying, and correct me if I'm wrong, is just brand overwhelm awareness.
Like
Harley Quinn was everywhere for
merchandise.
5-6 years.
You're about merchandise. You're not talking
about that's money, man. That's the
no. I'm saying, but what Kate's talking about is merchandise. What we were talking about before was we were talking about the arc of the story. Who are the big three?
Oh yeah, in that particular film.
Yeah, she's just talking about something else, guys. Let her live.
Fine. Mr. J. Anderson. Also, people were yelling for the Affleck-directed Batman and Man of Steel 2. Two of the big missed opportunities in WB history. Agreed. Totally agreed.
I agree with that also.
Yep. Yeah. Clay Titus. Hey, Farts McGillicuddy, Mike's new nickname. I think you guys are underestimating that people are going to want to watch Superman and Fantastic Four together. You think people are going to want to see what, back-to-back?
Let me tell you something. I would love to see a back-to-back Superman Fantastic Four, and guess what? I will.
Yeah, but you're a comic book movie fanatic. That's average,
right, baby.
The average person is not going to go see the two movies back to back.
Christian, do you know anybody who's seen Fantastic Four yet?
People in Brazil saw the first 30 minutes.
No. Personally, do you know anybody? Have you talked to anybody who saw it?
No, but
I have no idea how this movie's going to be.
It's got buzz so far, but we'll see. Chris J. Herman. It was nice of James Gunn to give those cameos to all the Zack Snyder fans. They were great as the typing monkeys. Oh man, Chris Herman taking shots.
I mean, that was a shot. That was a shot in the movie.
Yeah, go pal. Rewatched some of the Wonder Years last night. I'm surprised that the theme is not Joe Cocker recording that comes up usually, and it's much worse. Is it not really his? I always assumed that it was. Interesting. And to which he follows up, what's the best TV theme for you? I mean, the first one that comes in my mind is Cheers.
Oh yeah.
Is this theme song or the themes of a show you like?
I think TV theme song.
Theme song?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. I obviously love Friends also.
That's a good one too.
I also always loved Weeds. Little boxes on the hillside.
Did you see the thing that I should send it to you, Roxy?
I got one.
Holy shit. Go ahead, Mike.
I was thinking Greatest American Hero
or
The Fall Guy.
Oh, I love Peacemakers.
Yeah, that's good too. But Roxy, there's a thing that they made. I don't know who made it, but it basically was a Friends theme song. But these people were performing it in different eras. So they started it like as the 1920s and then it leaped to the 30s.
That's cool.
I'll send it to you. You'll like it. That's not the thing. Go pal. Also surprised they didn't hit the Avengers theme in the end credits of Thunderbolts when it changes to New Avengers. They probably should have. I got to do like two more and then I got to hand it over to Roxy. Armada, hopefully the chemicals that infect Clayface isn't the Sydney Sweeney bathwater soap. Mike might approve, though. What did you say last time? Soap your balls with it or something?
Soap my balls with that stuff. I'll soap it up with my balls. Love that Sydney Sweeney. Get it all over me.
She's so not your type.
Mine.
I don't care. She
doesn't do it for me.
She does it for me. She does it for me. There's these pictures of her she took on Instagram. She's like in this sundress, and I'm just like, Mamma mia. JL
219. Danny McBride as Booster Gold. Come on.
No. Come on. This bullshit.
Come on, it's bullshit. What are you doing? Booster Gold. I'd be gold. I can be silver. I can do anything that you need me to do. I can be purple.
We're only at 65 right now. Come on.
Right.
I'll be booster schnapps.
What did John get?
137.
Oh man.
Jim 1242. Superman would likely pass 700 million if superhero movies were still doing an average 200 million in China. That's true. Since 2020, most are likely to make 15 million over there. Yes.
That's interesting. It's a very good. China's really kind of hit or miss for box office.
But not with dinosaurs. They love dinosaurs.
And Transformers. Those crush.
How's Jurassic doing in China, Christian?
Oh, I'd have to look, but I know internationally, I mean, assuming it's made up some of that 300 million. Crash and Coyote. Hey, Roxy, who do you think were the big three in Batman vs Superman?
I think that it was Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman.
Okay, but just in general, who do you think? Who do you think the big three were in the DCEU?
No, I just don't think that that's the way it was organized. I don't think there were a big three.
Okay.
It didn't seem to me like there were three. If we're going out about movies, Aquaman had 2 movies. Superman had 1.
Yeah, I understand.
Batman had 0.
Yeah. Mike
Wonder Woman had 2. So and Flash had 1. So I just didn't think it was organized like the big 3. But
that's fair. Mike Joyce says Pedro got nominated and Diego didn't. What the F? Yeah, everybody agrees with you. Everybody. And happy that Caitlin Dever got nominated. I think that she should have gotten nominated. I'll tell you that. Out of everyone in that show that got nominated, I think she's the only one that should have got nominated out of the 3.
Wow.
Yeah. Peter Kalenko, Rockstar. Happy belated birthday. What do you guys think of how Metropolis was depicted in Cleveland as a filming location? Cleveland makes sense. I mean, isn't that where Superman was originated?
I'm still on
I don't know.
I'm still on the other thing, but don't you feel like if Pedro had been nominated for supporting, you would have thought that would make sense? Okay.
Yeah. But for the award that he was, no. Yeah, but I liked how Metropolis was. You guys?
Yeah.
They said Delaware, right? That's where that is.
What's Delaware?
I thought that's what Gunn had said with Metropolis.
Yeah, shot it
in Cleveland, not Cleveland, Delaware. I thought he had said.
You mean Rox? Is it's where its location would be?
Yeah.
Or actual filming took place?
Where its location would be.
Okay, so like
I
in the kind of fictional DC of where in our continent it fits.
The only reason I'm thinking he said that was because I saw an interview with Ash Crosnan and I thought that she said like all these things, and he was like, "Yeah, I just had to pick somewhere, so I picked."
Oh, I got a stat here. So, how much do you think Superman has made in China so far? If you're gonna guess,
I have no idea.
I'll say 15 million.
Okay, and how much did Jurassic?
More than that, right? What did you?
How much?
Superman or Jurassic?
Superman and is the first question. Mike says 15.
15.
Okay, yeah, 20.
And then Jurassic World Rebirth in China.
How much is Jurassic made all over?
Worldwide, it's 300. No. Internationally, it's 300.
I'll say 550 or 55.
55 for Jurassic World.
China.
Okay.
Yeah.
For 90. China. Yeah. What did you say?
90.
So you overshot. Mike just missed. Jurassic World made 62.8 in China, but this will tell you why Superman is 6.7.
That's bummer.
What did I say? 15?
15. You're off by a lot. Yeah. So like that's the problem. Okay, last one for me. Parallel Shade 33333. I am from the Netherlands and truly loved this Superman. It's a movie with heart, and the actors are greatly cast. And happy birthday, Roxy. It does have a lot of heart. It definitely does.
Thank you.
All right, Roxy, I'm going to hand you over the reins. You guys are at 67. Good luck to you both. Thank you for.
So, Christian, I'm going to hit end stream when we end.
So when you hit end stream, yeah. So I just hit it. So when you hit end stream, it's going to say play outro and end stream, and it'll end the show.
See how it goes.
So good luck to you. All right, Mike, kindly go fuck yourself.
Oh, good.
There we go. Now we can talk. Sorry, we're back now.
We talking shit or what?
Fuck that.
No. Oh,
did you get rid of it?
No. Obviously, he's still here and got rid of you. I obviously did not get rid of you. I very clearly did not get rid of you. Why would I do that to myself?
This fucking asshole. Got jokes. He's got fucking jokes. This cuck.
All right. Here we go. Keep sending them in, guys. Let's see if we can catch up to Roka or what.
We got rid of the nonsense, guys. Let's go. Come on.
We just read this one. Here we go. Nathan Drake was Blue Beetle, one of the big three. I didn't see his movie, so maybe.
Your bar talk's gonna get you in trouble, Rox.
I know. Listen, the big three are the big three always and forever. But when you have other people having more movies.
I know what you're saying. I get you.
And I like the movies. I just
Right,
didn't
get
set
you.
up the big three the way that made it the big three. What's your favorite food of all time? Thanks, Kate. Favorite food of all time, Mikey?
We were talking about this yesterday. A good old cheeseburger.
Who was talking about this yesterday?
At work, my friends at work, they asked me what my favorite food is, so I knew about it. So I was like, a good cheeseburger.
Pasta, all different kinds of sauces. I love pasta. I'm pasta girly. Fresh pasta. Mwah. Unheard Sirens Incorporated 2036. Mr. Terrific was like, if I'm getting too old for this shit, was a character, and I'm here for it. So he was Mikey.
Yeah.
I think he was awesome.
Yeah, I liked him too.
He was perfect. Mike Joyce, since Jurassic movies made an absurd amount of money, no matter how good they are, should the Batman movie focus on how he got dinosaur trophy in Batcave? Would it help?
I see your logic, but no.
Think it's not going to really do the job. Josh Okerlund. Hey, Christian. Sorry, Josh. Just with me and Mike. Just listen to Spoiler Talk yesterday. I think a certain someone has to do with a twist, a certain villain from Superman 2. Maybe that'll help how you felt about it. Do you know what he's talking about?
I think a certain someone has to do with a twist, a certain villain. The only thing I could think of is maybe are they talking about Ultraman where he fell into that black hole and he'll come back as Bizarro?
I was thinking Bizarro too is what they were talking about.
I mean, because they set it up perfectly for that. Or when they talk about that,
talking about his parents, and if that's actually them, or I know that there's some theories about Bizarro with the ending.
Yeah, I don't know.
Soup spoilers. Sup, Kate? What's y'all favorite messed up story? I know Mike has a good time once. Had a good time once.
What's y'all messed up? I mess up so often, Kate. You have to give me a little bit more context. I screw up all the time.
No, what's your favorite messed up story? Like, do you have a story where you're like, oh, that is messed up?
Oh, it sounds like Kate is referencing one.
No, what's your favorite messed up story?
I don't know if I have one. Like something happened to someone, I was like, that's messed up. And I laughed at it.
Yeah, I guess.
But the way the question is worded, it sounds like I know Mike had a good time once.
Yeah, just like you used to get down back in the day. You must have messed up stories.
Oh, like where I was messed up? First time I did any kind of recreational, because I don't do that kind of stuff. And it was a bachelor party and we were out in Palm Springs and they said, Mike, you've never done it. We're going to take you on a journey. And I was on a journey for 72 hours.
Wow.
I was messed up.
72 hours.
It was a whole weekend, Rox. And it was anyone that's ever been any of that kind of stuff. They're like, your environment was perfect. You were surrounded by friends in a relaxing place. Like everyone's like, I was at a club and when I was 20 years old and I passed out and thrown up in a bathroom. And no, my experience was wonderful. Haven't done it since. And that was like 10 years ago, but yeah. But I was messed up for 72 hours.
There's a second time for everything, Mike.
There always is. I'll never say never.
Mr. J. Anderson is a former bouncer and bodyguard. Wow. Being proficient in jiu-jitsu is 100% a superpower.
Oh, I am fascinated by that.
You should do it.
I was actually thinking about taking jiu-jitsu. I was looking at either that or boxing because I want some kind of physical, but I'm more fascinated with he was a former bodyguard. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, that is cool. Just are not God. I don't know.
Good job. That's nice.
Nailed it. Dom will be the same age as Connery and Dr. No by the time they make the next Bond. What? But I agree he doesn't feel right. Seems too small for me.
I know what he's saying. By the time they get going on this, Holland will be in his 30s. Yeah. But he just doesn't have. I mean, Tom Holland plays younger than his age, too. He just does. He's got a youthful energy, and that'll.
Yeah, he does.
Help. It's like Ralph Macchio or Michael J. Fox. They just have such a young energy about them, and that's who they are.
Totally.
That's why he's a good Spider-Man. He just fits it.
Josh Okerlund, also Christian. Sorry, I read the comic and felt similar to you about Supergirl, but if they give the comic justice, I think you'll fall in love with her. I think he will too.
I think so too.
CC Black, 1987. How long do Warner Brothers stay with Gunn if Superman lose money? Supergirl, Clayface. Do you think Matt Reeves plays the long game to see Superman box office? What's that last part mean?
Do you think Matt Reeves played the long game? Did he want to see how this new Gunn under the new DC will handle these properties? And if he wants, I don't think so.
If he wants to be part of it.
Because I think he's by itself. Even let's say this movie tanked and, $20 million a weekend. I think there's some conversations happening, but I think the Gunn stuff is separate and they can keep going with that.
But Mikey, is it possible for this movie to tank?
I don't see how at this point.
Here's
the thing, Rox. I never understand when people on Friday can claim box office numbers, and they do. They just have a system of how it spends, the people, this, and the awareness. But everything on this movie is tracking very well. It seems like it's going to drop off only about 50% to next weekend. I think and I know people behind closed doors, we don't know what Zaslav is telling them, but it seems like they're happy and they go, "We did what we needed to do."
They're also on contract.
Let's say this: if these movies made big money, but they didn't like the cast, like this tone doesn't work, but we all showed up for it, that's another conversation. But like you said, they love the critics love it, the audience love it, they love the cast.
Yeah,
it's just the brand is so tarnished. I mean, I posted this; it made more money already than the Flash, Blue Beetle, Aquaman, and Shazam did in their entire runs.
That's crazy.
And of course, people then come at me like, "Well, those are Shazam and Aquaman." It doesn't matter. It's DC after a terrible run, and this is doing great numbers. Like, I cannot hold weight with, well, it's Superman, it should be doing this. It's like, no, DC is a brand.
You hate that comment.
I hate it because I throw that. And Rox, what's up?
Will you read this comment? I don't know how to do it.
Oh God, here it is. Do it, lady. Do it, lady. Okay, so Rox. So there's a scene. He's writing. Hey, shit, did you fill out the birthday card? He's like, yeah, I did. And they give it to us he's like, do it, lady. He's like, yeah, people say that. Do it, lady. Do it, lady. He's like, no one says it. He's like, yeah. And then the girl's like, that's kind of catchy. Do it, lady. Do it, lady. And he's like, yeah, do it, lady. It's like this catchphrase that he thinks everyone says, like, good luck or something.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
But like the black girl coworker's like, yeah, do it, lady. Do it, lady.
I kind of like do it, lady.
Oh, you're first, you're like, what the fuck? But you're watching, you're like, that's good. Yeah. Do it, lady.
Chris Fields coming in hot today with
Cock.
Let's see. Cock?
Oh, you got that right.
She got there eventually. Needles 94, the overall arc of the DCEU. There was an arc.
Guys know me. If you follow me for any amount of time, how much I love DC. And I tried to stick it out, and I was there. And I love them. I saw them all.
Asked for a steak dinner for 602 Rocks. Thanks, Clay Titus. One. Yeah. The 602, I feel like he's being sneaky because do they really even report to that level? But maybe they do.
Yeah.
I think he's
trying to, what's it called? Price is Right you.
Yeah, exactly. I am too flat, Cam. 24 noms for Penguin Emmys. DC is heating up.
24?
I thought the Penguin was unbelievable. I thought that show
it's interesting, Rox, because I do enjoy it. But I know there's such that contingency that wants this folded into the DCU. And I absolutely do not, because I don't want a DC Penguin where we have to call him Oz Cobb. Like, no, he's Oswald Cobblepot with a penguin umbrella and a wah-wah.
You are on the same page about Batman and Penguin not being our...
It's its own thing, and it's awesome.
It's awesome.
But I do not want any of that touching this new stuff.
I'm glad to see nerd shows getting their love between Andor, Last of Us, and Penguin being nominated so heavily. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Kate Van, what's perfect Sunday for y'all? Love you, Roxy. Love you, Kate. Perfect Sunday. I want a Sunday kind of love. I don't know what a perfect Sunday for me is anymore. What's your perfect Sunday?
I got it. Waking up for a little bit of the old get you going, and then going to breakfast.
Breakfast? Oh.
Yeah, going to breakfast with the lady and the dogs, and then later in the day going to like our friend's house to barbecue and swim in the pool, and spending and then having dinner late at night with them. That's a good Sunday to me.
Yeah, so I'm alone. So my Sundays usually look like getting up, getting a call from Grammy. She needs help with her taxes, mortgage, etc. Going over there, doing that for a while. Kristian called me yesterday to talk to me about ending the show today. And I was like, yeah, I am up to my neck in paperwork for trying to receive Papa's death certificate. So I have to call you back. I'm literally covered in pages. He's like, okay. Perfect Sunday. I just had it. My birthday was on Sunday, and my girlfriends and I went on a boat.
Yeah, that was cute, those pictures.
I rented a boat, and my girlfriend showed up, and they were awesome. Steph got
nice.
lunch for everybody.
Did you drive the boat yourself, Rox?
No, I rented a captain.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah, it was so nice, though. Did you hear me?
Yeah,
Got lunch for everybody.
She's Steph.
So nice.
She's awesome.
Let's see. Daniel Breen, 97. Roxy, who wins Best Guest Actor in Comedy Series from the studio? Since there's 5 cast members are nominated: Dave, Anthony, Marty, Brian, or Ron. There were 5. I don't feel like he just read 5 nominated for guest actor. Really? Oh, he didn't get to the guest actor.
Wow.
Ooh, this is really tough. Maybe Brian Cranston. It's just crazy that Marty did it, but the Brian one was wild. Who do you guys think? Let me know. I'm trying to see if the comments catch up to us.
I haven't finished that show yet. I really want to get to it. Yeah. I did like it. I did love what I saw.
Alan Smithy, 9227. Is J.J. Abrams in director prison for Rise of Sky Guy?
I don't know where he has been kind of quiet. I'm sure there's a lot of TV shows that if he's produced, I'm sure his name has been on a lot of TV shows. But I thought he had a production deal with maybe Warner Brothers or somewhere that didn't produce anything. I don't know.
I want to look right now and see what are his upcoming projects at the moment. We don't have that much time, and keep everything coming in. We're catching up, y'all. We're catching up. Okay. Yeah, you're right, production wise, but I'm not seeing.
Maybe he's just taking a step back and want to produce. I don't know.
He's produced so much stuff. It is insane, dude.
Yeah.
Let us know if you guys know what he's doing. Okay. Sorry that we're not Christian Jack Lewis. Christian, did you see Mike Francesca's review of Superman? Very funny. Who's Mike Francesca?
Is that the old white guy with white hair?
Francesca's? I don't know.
He's kind of like, Superman's getting beat up the whole time. Who wants to watch this? And I watched about 30 seconds. I'm like, all right, I'm done with this.
I didn't see it.
I think that's who he's talking about.
Trey Porter, apparently early tickets for the Odyssey in IMAX 70mm go on sale Thursday. Whoa. When is the Odyssey?
Next year.
Wow.
I think a year from like right now.
And they go on sale on Thursday?
I guess so.
That's crazy. Kate, how are you all with Avatar 3? Will it break $1 billion? When is Avatar 3 this December?
December. It will. I don't even know what it's going to be, and it will. I don't doubt those movies.
Yeah, I'm with you. Spider-Man became a YouTube member. Yes, the Spider-Man 3601. Thank you. Spider-Man 3601. James Gunn and David Zaslav have the same Superman, Supergirl, Batman, and Wonder Woman are going to be the anchors of the DC universe. Have said that. Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, and Supergirl. That's what I said. I thought that's Supergirl.
I know. They must have a lot of faith in this to really just know that they're trying to put her out there with this, and I think they've got something we don't know.
And we will find out. I'm very excited to do so. Just on God. Sorry, I keep not knowing how to say that. Just Gasarn God. On Disney Plus, I think it's Cocker, but not the usual. What?
I don't know what that's in reference to.
Kate says, do y'all like going to a fair? Kate, shut the fuck up. Wait, it's like Jesus. You read my mind. Mike, I have been begging my friends to go with me to the LA Fair. I want to go.
LA Fair, the OC Fair.
It's called the LA County Fair. It's going
Rox,
on.
you look like a fair. You're going to go get a fried stick of butter and like a beer and just walk around with like fried foods and like, let's go on the roller coaster.
Here's the thing. You're absolutely right. But what does it mean that you think I look like that?
I just could see you doing that. Yeah, I know you got the Roxy strut. You'll be walking with that Roxy strut with like a fried thing in your hand, a giant thing of beer. You'll be taking pictures with Steph. You'll be like,
No, Steph doesn't want to go to the fair. Nobody wants to go to the fair with me.
Steph doesn't want to go to fair?
The fair is expensive and nobody wants to go to the fair. And I'm dying
to go to the fair. It's a fucking fair.
No, it's like expensive to go in. The food's expensive. Everything's expensive. I want to go to the fair.
When did this happen?
Nick, are you going to go to the fair with me or no?
I'm not a fair guy. No. I don't do the carny folk.
Nobody wants to go to the fucking fair.
Roxy, I work at a theme park 7 days a week. I can't do that shit on my free time.
You never even ask if I want to go to a theme park anymore.
Well, I remember the last time I asked you for tickets, you came, took them, and left me.
It wasn't even for me.
I know.
My brother.
I know.
Peter Kalenko, if you guys were given the reins over a superhero franchise in Gunn's DC, who would you choose and what story arc would you explore?
Ooh.
Given the reins over a superhero franchise.
Dude, I'm torn. There's so many I would do.
I keep talking about Mr. Freeze and what I want to do there, but I don't know about in Gunn's DC if that fits in as much.
It depends. Let me ask you this. If their world is established and we've got the Justice League already, I would love to do like Justice League Europe with all these B-list characters as an embassy over in Europe. And I think with C-list and D-list characters, but you'd have to already have the Justice League established and Maxwell Lord and all that. So that's
you think we're going to get Gotham City Sirens or no?
Absolutely not.
Never.
Nah, I think, yeah. I think we're going to get the Bat family before we get that.
That's cool.
They'll build out Robin and Nightwing and Batgirl and Spoiler before we get on that side.
They'll build out Robin and Nightwing?
I think so.
Who?
I'll bet Dick Grayson is fully formed as Nightwing and Damian is our Robin. I don't know how they're going to work Tim Drake in or if they will. But again, seeing how they established Superman for 3 years in this film and no one was, well, I mean, sure, people were like, okay, my Shannon, she was kind of like the Justice, they were kind of goofy, but she's just known as, she knows the Justice League. So to her, I kind of explained what this was and she's like, oh, okay, makes sense now.
Yeah, she was thinking that was like our big daddy.
That was like the big Justice League. And
Mike, we got to keep it pushing.
Go.
Mike Joyce says, Mike, thoughts on Love Island?
I don't watch that crap. Dropping milk in other people's mouths and bullshit.
But what about Amaya Papaya as the winner? That was
I don't even
everything.
know who
oh my God. My God. You're not even making my heart tachycardic right now, Mike. Nathan Drake, how many Sweeney soaps do you have, Mike?
I have none, but if anyone wants to send them to the show, I'll test them out.
That could be part
I'll test them out on air. I'll bring the camera into the bathroom. Soap it up, baby.
Oh my God. Kate, what was your go-to movie? By the way, Kate, thanks for the massive support today. What was your go-to movie when you were a kid? I loved a lot of movies. Land Before Time. Do you remember the movie? I don't know how this movie holds up, and just by the name, I would guess it didn't hold up well, but Indian in the Cupboard.
I read the book. I knew the book.
There was like a little
I had an interesting childhood because I grew up with movies like Predator and RoboCop. Like that's what I saw as a kid, and Goonies and that kind
Aladdin.
of stuff.
I'm just naming mine.
Oh, I was a kid of the 80s, so
I'm a person too.
Excuse me.
Oh my God.
Ay.
Charlie Thompson, 9167. Soups rocked. It really seemed like Barovians were pure evil, anarchists, genocidal Nazis, and the world would be better off without them. Great villains. We didn't get to know that many of them. But
Rox, okay, here. If we got a sec, Rox, I can ask you.
We have no
how did you feel? Because that was very not veiled with what that conflict was in the movie.
I felt like everybody is completely misreading, and everybody's saying James Gunn has confirmed that's not what's happened.
Okay,
but for the
again, they were filmed before the whole conflict was going on with what is going on. It wasn't,
and not only that, but there's several. I think that people are just ignorant to what's going on in the world right now, and there's so many different conflicts going on. But the thing that bothers me the most is the thing that bothers me the most is that children are dying. That's the thing that bothers me the most. The thing that bothers me the most about the comparisons, because I'm assuming what you're talking about is Israel-Palestine conflict.
Right. Yeah.
The thing that bothers me the most about the comparisons is how people continue to refer to Israel as a white nation when it's not, and people are just unbelievably ignorant. That's just not. If they're direct comparisons, Israel is an ally of the United States, and Barovians were an ally of the United States. So I understand that comparison.
Yeah, I think that's the broad strokes. But again, this was filmed 2 years ago. I think they were filming that stuff. So it's like,
yeah, I think that
I get what you're saying. I'm just very, it was very, it's like,
there's a lot of also like Russia, Ukraine, and also
sure,
Mike,
100% Russia, Ukraine.
You're my friend, so you're allowed to ask me anything. But the amount of people that are messaging me, asking me about this,
sure,
it's like I'm not Israeli, So
right.
You're not.
No, Roxy, and not to defend anything, but I know you are Jewish, and it's a very big part of who you are. So I think.
Yeah, but those aren't the same thing.
I know. I think
like,
you have to remember that it's broad strokes on it, what people take and what they see of us as people. So it's
I guess, but there's never a time in which there's conflict going on in Japan, and we're asking Steph Sabral what her thoughts are on it. Like, she's an American. So
yeah,
I don't know.
I get it.
I'm just constantly being questioned.
Well, okay, Roxy, I'm not to like you have the Star of David on your neck right now.
Yeah, because I'm a Jew, not because
right.
I'm
I think there's nuance for this that's not going to come through in any of this right now. But the Jewish people, the people of Israel, it's like it is
two different things, though.
Okay, I am not an expert on it at all. I don't know enough. I'm just saying.
We have so many to get through, and I
go. I apologize.
We'll
pee my pants too.
We'll grab tea and chit chat about it. Okay, let's see. Chris Fields 8077. LO perfect. Thanks, guys, for running the show. You're welcome. So let's see how we do. I am Cool Cast GG. Who would you cast in the DCU Flash Grant Gustin? That would be crazy if they did that. I think that they should do Wally West and not do Barry Allen. But
I like that you said that, Roxy. People are saying, and they were saying like Jack Quaid for Barry Allen. It's like, we need to get away from the skinny, nerdy guys, Barry Allen. That's not Barry Allen.
It's not even that it's not, because I think that there have been different iterations, but I watched every episode of The Flash, and then I saw the Flash movies and saw that character. I'm just ready for Wally. I'd be excited for Wally. So.
I think, and again, I think Gunn is going, he's proven so far he's going with the classic versions. Like, yeah, he put Guy Gardner in there, but he's doing Hal Jordan. Like, we're gonna get a Barry, and because if you go with Wall, like we could go with Wally, but Barry's got to be there somewhere. Like,
I hear you.
There is no Wally without Barry.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
We saw Jay Garrick on the wall.
I know.
So
I love that little thing. I love that nod.
Me too. Legend MM 600. You guys see the home run derby? Go Big Dumper.
That's Harloff's nickname in college, the Big Dumper. I didn't see a home run derby. I don't watch that.
Kate says, what's your favorite last purchase? Shirt, toy, booze? Oh, good question.
Oh, I got
mine was.
Where's he right here? Hey,
I don't know if it counts as a purchase, but the boat that I rented for my friends. I had so much fun. What are you about to show us?
It's my Justice League International Volume 2 Omnibus. Yeah, it's my favorite purchase.
Very cool.
Or this guy.
Peter Kolenko. Mike, is there something hiding in the vent behind, or is my screen playing tricks on me?
Is there something hiding? Is there someone hiding there? No. It's just the heater. I can see the kind of like the white outline in the background. It's just, that's the heater.
I love all your choice. Josh Okerlund. I meant Zod. Seems like he would do that. Did do that.
Is that the cameo, the thing at the end of Superman Zod? I don't know what that.
From Superman 2, this question?
Zod seems like he would Superman.
Sorry, Josh Okerlund. I really want to answer, but I don't know what you're chit-chatting about. Captain Penis 5847. Mike looks good enough to eat.
Oh, thank you. I'll take that as a compliment.
Oh, yeah. Couldn't take it any other way.
No.
Kate says, who's a director you want to see sent into the mainstream? My answer would have been Greta Gerwig, and then she was, and it was so great.
I want to see Bryce Dallas Howard do a feature. Her work on The Mandalorian is awesome. So there you go.
That's a cool answer. I have to think more about it, Kate. Ask me again next show. I'll think about it this week. Sorry to not give you an answer immediately. Jack Lewis, what is your favorite? Oh, David Nutter does a lot of my favorite pilots, and I think it would be cool to see him. Jack Lewis, what's your favorite and least favorite city in the USA? Do you have? My favorite city in the USA is Boston. City.
I really liked. I haven't been there enough. I really like Houston and Austin, and San Antonio. Those are some of my favorites.
What's your least favorite? I don't have.
I'll say this.
I've never been
because it really disappointed me, and it's probably gonna. San Francisco. It was really not good when I went there. It was really the Fisherman's Wharf and all that. It was really.
I love San Fran. Oh, that's such a bummer.
It was.
I've never been somewhere I didn't like. I've never, and so what I'm about to say is just the closest I have to an answer. But other than Disney World, I didn't love Orlando.
There's nothing to love in Orlando except the theme parks. I lived there for 10 years, so it's. If you want theme parks, it's great for that.
Exactly.
But there's nothing else.
Peter Kolenko 9299. Agree with Mike. Carney people are a different breed. My friends back in college worked for a Carney lady as a summer job. It was the trailer park boys in real life. Remember my Kevin, my mentor, my closest one of my closest friends and my mentor of 15 years was a Carney.
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, that's how he came up as a Carney person. And it is a different breed. He tells me the craziest stories I've ever heard in my life.
Oh my God. 100%. That and the people that go to those are Carneys are.
Yeah. But people work at Carneys. That's crazy. Okay. Captain Venus, is Mike a pitcher or a catcher?
I guess I'm a pitcher. I'm a powered bottom, power top. I'm a verse. Hey, I got a lot of gay friends, Rox. They keep me in the lingo.
Yeah, but you can't be a pitcher and then call yourself a power bottom.
Power top, then. I could, Rox. I could take it both.
Yeah, but you're right. You're switch. Read with Ruben, 3 centuries of metahumans in Superman. Thoughts on Vandal Savage being the overall villain to chapter 1 of the DCU?
Not out of left field. That's a good one, man. He hasn't been done hardly at all because they're not going to do Darkseid right away. They'll hold off on him for a while. So that Vandal Savage, that's Vandal Savage. One. That's a good one.
Kate says, "What's your ice cream flavor?" I like Oreo ice cream with cookie dough in it. They call it something monster. Cookie Monster.
Tillamook has got some really good brands. I love mint chocolate chip, but it's got to be green. It can't be the white kind. And any kind of like double chocolate brownie chunk, fudge chunk. Yeah.
Load it up, baby.
Mm-hmm.
What if Vandal Savage is the leader of Jaharnpur?
He's been around for hundreds of years, so who knows?
You guys are into the Vandal Savage pitch. That's cool. Big Busta. And also, if he's the leader of Jaharnpur, there's like a little more merit to some of people's correlations. Anyway. Big Busta 000. I'm confident Superman will have a similar box office to Wicked. Great domestic numbers, but weak international numbers. I believe it can hit 600 plus. I don't know. Did Wicked not perform internationally? I didn't know that.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't care about box office stuff. I don't. I know there's people that's their livelihoods. And
let's take our final one and GTFO. Kate says Fantastic Four has the MCU shared too many cards. I'm tired of trailers. I just want to see it. Like in their death.
Yeah, showed their hand to it. They just showed a scene, and I wish they didn't put this out there. It's a major plot point.
Don't tell me. I haven't watched.
No, I won't. But it's just like when a studio does stuff like that, it means people aren't interested enough. They're trying to get people into it because it's a big spoiler. Yeah, it's kind of like the crux of the movie.
Our count right now is nowhere near Roca.
What rocks we are.
Well, it's because Christian, he cramped our style today. We hit 92 just now. We just hit 92.
I mean, that's close. That's not bad. That's not bad.
It's good. It's awesome. We appreciate the support. I'm just saying.
That's great numbers.
Without Christian, we did 200 something. So what does that say?
They cramped our style. And if I'm going to be on Tuesdays from now on, fuck that guy.
You got to kick him off to his own show.
It's this negative attitude. It's that negative Nanciness bullshit.
I actually think I did it today. People were not stoked with me, but I got to speak my truth.
You got to be honest, Rox. We can't win every week.
We can't.
I was happy to win last week. I really thought Coy and Winston were going to pull it, being it's Superman was released on the end, but
we pulled it off.
DC powered it through.
Mikey Christmas, I don't know how to get us out of here well, so I'm going to do the best I can. We'll see how it goes.
You're going to knock it out, kid. Come on.
Do you have any final words for the people?
Just have a wonderful week.
Oh,
have fun. Have a good week.
I always expect you to do something sarcastic, and you just did something so sweet.
I'm trying to let Superman wash over me. I'm trying to be nicer. I'm just trying to be kind. It's not happening on Twitter. It's not happening on Twitter, so it's got to happen in real life for me.
Being kind is punk rock, my dude.
Oh,
all right,
man. I love those memes now about that.
I know. Let's see
People
if this
are like,
works.
Okay.
Let's see if this works in 3, 2, 1.